This is the Old 77 Podcast.
Thank you for listening to the Old 77 Podcast.
Go Cardinals!
Hey, hey, hey.
I am a new medical marijuana recipient in Missouri. You know, honestly, man,
Everything's on the up and
to
up.
be 100% honest with you, I was so worried about doing this. Like, you totally qualify for this. You have a valid excuse.
There you go, baby.
And I was like, holy shit.
Bet.
Here I've been sneaking under the table.
Yeah.
Hey, Dave, what are you doing later?
Buddy.
Buddy, you got a car? Come on over, man.
Want to hang out, bro?
Want to hang out, bro?
Yeah, weed brings people together, what can I say?
You know?
Who are you?
Turn it up, let it blast. Hey, bitches, this is Old 77 Podcast.
It's a safe place.
In an unsafe world.
Impressive.
Warning. Foul language may occur due to the subject matter.
We shot a lot of people together. It's been great.
Join our Patreon Clubhouse today. Clubhouse members get early access to episodes and exclusive after-hours content
At patreon.com/theold77podcast.
Got me some slack, Jeff.
Thanks for listening.
Chomp don't want to help. Chomp don't get the help.
Yeah, baby, live from the Old 77 Studios in Jefferson City, Missouri. This is the Old 77.
It's a safe place, Dave.
In an unsafe
World.
Yeah. Boys, we are together for a rare Friday night taping of the
It
show.
is.
Oh yeah,
It
man.
is.
We things are starting to get a little crazy at work with.
They're getting
with-
absolutely insane,
with-
man. Y'all like football, right?
Yeah.
Sports.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, I get to do my first football broadcast on Thursday. I'm kind of
Do
excited
you?
about
Yeah,
it.
I think I have 4 schools kicking off on Thursday.
Yeah,
I-
baby.
I don't think there was this many drinks on the table last.
No, probably not.
No. This is all totally in preparation. Let me tell you. Yeah,
sure.
absolutely.
I have to drink more when I see you guys twice a week. That's
Oh,
just
my
the rule,
God.
right?
Oh.
You know, like
So since this is Friday and we don't have a lot of shit to do tomorrow, is this
Yeah.
going to get like ape shit tonight? Is that
It's
I mean, it
gonna get
can.
weird.
there's a chance. Yeah,
on the
gonna get
nose.
weird.
We've got some UFO shit to talk about tonight.
we do.
Dave's got some straight up weird shit. Plus, boys, we had a call in. We can play that later, but we had a call in for our contest.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you guys want to play that later as well?
Yeah.
nice?
So yeah.
So is this our winner now?
This might be our winner.
Yeah.
This,
Okay.
we
It's
might
the
we might
wiener?
crown this one our winner. Yeah.
Okay.
Then again, I mean,
We've had a couple, but this one might be our winner.
yeah, you know, and I mean, we maybe give it another week just to see.
We
know.
might do that too. I mean, it's up to Dave.
We'll
it's up
see.
to Dave.
It's not really up to me, but yeah.
Who's it up to? Because I just put August 31st on the video and didn't ask no damn
Yeah,
body.
I noticed that.
That works.
I was
So
in a
if that's the
hurry.
case, then this is our winner.
All right.
Because we're out of time. Ho ho, hey. I like how Dave's reaching for the bell. Do we need another bell on the table?
Probably.
I have to
Probably.
get that next
Three's a
segment,
party.
man.
How many bells do we have? Just 2?
I bought a 10-pack for the
Where's all
Hot
the other ones
Wings
at?
challenge.
Wait, they sell these fucking things in 10 packs?
Oh yeah, I could get them in a 20, 30,
At the
40.
Hobbs store.
No,
Oh, okay.
online.
Amazon.
Baby.
Yeah, Amazon's got everything.
I got the
man.
Bezos hookup, bro.
I got that Bezos.
I wish he'd hook me up with some of these fine ass mic arms.
Yeah.
Speaking of, if anybody like to sponsor some fine ass mic arms for the new studio, that'd be
Well, that's a
yes,
fine-ass mic arm.
Muy appreciated. No, actually, that's the one I want.
Head on over
This
to
one
Patreon.
here or the one that Dustin
Yeah.
has?
Yeah, absolutely.
Patreon.com/the old77 podcast.
Worth every bit of it.
Worth every bit. Listen to this guy, a Patreon subscriber.
Hey.
Thank you,
Biscuit
sir.
Strength.
Hey,
Biscuit
hey,
Strength,
hey,
man. Good to have both of you fuckers here this week.
I'm glad to be
Thank you.
as always.
Yeah, man. So, we were talking off the air, Scott.
Yes.
You had an interesting encounter with a vehicle wreck yesterday.
Yeah, and Dustin,
and
too.
Dustin did too. Who wants to go first?
Dustin, go first. Yours happened first.
Okay, so I was on my way home. It was the day we taped last, so
So
2 days ago.
Wednesday night. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so I'm on my way home from work, and I turn off on McCarty Street, right?
Yeah.
Now, you know when you're going from, like, let's say you're on McCarty Street and you're just going, like, not toward the comic book store, but the other way. See, I don't know a lot about Jeff City.
Yeah, you're heading west and not east.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you go and you're going like toward that past Theo's.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah.
Past
Now I know
Theo's.
where you're at.
Yeah.
But not quite to Jamie's. Just as you're coming around to where you'll be able to see Jamie's, there's that hill, and you can't see anything in front of that hill. It's just a hill. I come around the hill, or I come over the hill, and there's this fucking bitch just laying in the damn road.
Shit.
And I slam on my brakes because I think I was
that speed bump.
Yeah, just tap the brakes.
So is this right? Like here's the hill, and then right up the way is like a fire station.
right as soon as the road becomes visible.
Yeah.
From where you're driving,
Like all the railroad tracks cross and
Because
stuff?
I had an
not quite
accident
yet.
at this
Not quite
intersection that he's talking about. I T-boned a dude right there.
Because of the hill?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe that makes perfect sense.
Oh.
So she's laying.
Fucked that guy's car up so hard, and he had his newborn baby in the back. I felt so bad.
Oh, damn.
God, man, my whole kid, my fam, everybody was in it. Go ahead.
So I'm looking up, and I had my grandma on the phone, and I know she heard me say, "Fuck, there's some bitch in the road," and because I panicked for a second, and that's the only reason I remember that.
Sorry, Grandma, I panicked.
And so I didn't even hang up with my grandma. I don't even know she knows what the fuck was going on yet. It probably freaked her the fuck out because she's hearing all this.
Yeah.
Because it was on my car speaker. So you hear, I guess you hear me get out of the fucking car and go, "Oh my God, what the fuck, are you okay?" And
What kind of shape was she in?
she was, okay, so she was bleeding from her face.
Jesus.
Her bicycle, I don't know if she got hit on her bicycle or if she fell. It looked like she got hit because there was already a car parked in the middle of the road close to where the bicycle was.
Yeah.
Whenever I came up to it.
Like it had stopped? Yeah. Uh-huh.
Like it was in the other lane. I was in the left lane. It was in the right lane. Mm-hmm. And I mean, I threw my flashers on and all that shit, and I got out, and she was bleeding from the face. But all these other dudes had come running up and were helping also. By the time I got out of my car, and
Bunch of dudes come helping a chick on a bike. Oh, I'm sorry.
oh yeah, dude, she was cute too. So I mean,
Yeah.
I felt bad for her too.
They
but-
come out of the woodwork when they're
Right,
hot.
right when they're hot.
Now here's the part that pissed me off. Okay, and this is why I'm saying this bitch, because.
Sounds like Felicia from Friday.
Oh, you get ready. This
On
pissed
her
me off.
bike.
Now, this is definitely an old man fucking piss off, but a lot of people give me shit because every time I go to like a fast food place, I'll steal a handful of napkins, or if I'm at the gas station waiting,
No, hell no.
I'll get a
Yeah.
big ass handful, stick in my pocket, and throw
It's
in the car.
acquiring.
Put those in the car, man.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Grab a handful of
You know?
packets, sauce packets from Taco Bell.
Right?
Yeah.
that kind
Oh,
of
same thing.
That's what it's there
Yeah.
for.
yeah. So I used up all my napkins giving this bitch this shit to get the
Give us
blood
some like
off her face.
DQ napkins, some McDonald's napkins.
I know all of them.
All of them, not
Like,
just one or two.
Not just one or two. No, I went
All of 'em.
when I saw she was bleeding, I grabbed all of them because that was all anybody had.
Yeah.
Damn, that's a lesson you leared.
And then I give them to this ungrateful bitch, and she don't even. And the other guys put it on her head and was like, "Hold this there," and she takes them off and throws them on the ground. And I was like, "No," and I went, "Oh, you bitch!"
Those were my good fucking napkins, man.
The last of my car napkins. Now I'm gonna have to go fucking buy some, or have a roll of paper towels rolling
No,
around
man. You
when
know,
I
there's a
park
secret.
and
You got to
break.
roll up through like McDonald's or something, right? And you go in. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You got to order like a cheeseburger for
Just
I don't know
start.
what, like $1.05 or something. You get that cheeseburger and you grab a fucking handful of
Yeah, buddy.
napkins.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like you're busting your hand, pulling all the napkins out of the container, right?
Have you been to a McDonald's owned by whatever that fucking family's name
Yes.
is?
The
So-
Shepherd's family, right?
The
Is it
McGrints?
I thought it started
No
with
idea.
an L.
I
Fuck,
thought
don't
it
know.
was like Rupert
You know, you go to maybe Rupert, maybe it starts with an R.
McGrint or something.
I can't remember.
Fuck,
You
I
know,
don't
like all the ones on the boulevard, you go up there and
Oh, they're
yeah.
all shitholes too.
They're all owned by the same family except
Yeah.
for one. There's one that's owned by a different.
Is that the one that's over on the east side? On
The good
way,
one?
The way down to the lake. Is that the good one?
Well,
I
that
don't know.
wouldn't be the east side.
Because that one's different.
Well,
that
I
would
can
be
tell
the
you
south side.
So,
if it's on the fucking boulevard, it sure ain't worth a
no,
fuck.
it ain't worth a damn.
Yeah,
Heard
no, I
that.
agree. I agree. So,
So-
did the cops ever show up?
I
or-
don't know because okay, let me explain something to you. I was coming here. So
he didn't give a fuck. He just wasted all of his napkins.
I did give a fuck, but I got to looking around. There was 4 other people on the scene
for sure.
He had a podcast to record,
doing
man.
other shit. What was I going to do?
Busy.
I didn't see anything.
You did your good deed. You did your good deed.
You stopped and asked.
She
hey,
was
baby,
fine. So
you okay? Everything all right?
You doing good?
So I got in the car, texted Scotty, and that's when I went and bought that J before I got it.
You needed
Holy
that.
I just seen
man.
some shit.
Right, I just saw some stuff.
Speaking of seeing stuff.
Oh my God! So I get into work.
Tell
right?
us your story, Scotty.
I get in yesterday to work, and I come in and I turn around because we have one of those big circle like driveways, and I pull in. And as I get out of my car, I hear screeching, and I turn around and I look, and I see this car. It's not a car; it's like a truck, the big camper shell in the back, and it's just rolling,
barrel rolling.
Yeah, it like
like in the median.
Yeah, and it turned around and it just rolled and then smacked right boom right into the guardrail by the Honda dealership.
I assume this is a pretty big hill.
It was. It's
well, at
just
that point, you're
right
kinda,
across.
You're going pretty quick, so
you were moving. I mean, it's not that big of a
So
hill.
it was like flat land.
Oh yeah.
Oh shit. That makes it even worse.
He come barreling over like this, and then smacked into the guardrail. Just boom. Luckily, the truck was sitting up on its wheels, man, but it was all crushed in, and the camper shell had been thrown everywhere. And he was an industrial guy. He was a business, clearly, like some kind of electrical dude, because he had ladders and wires and those little caps they put on and shit everywhere. Mm-hmm. Dude had it all scattered over, and I stopped, and I was like, holy fuck, what the hell? And I look over on the road and the highway, people are rolling, and they're just rolling around him on the main road. Nobody gives a fuck, right? Nobody's stopping. So I took off and went over there, and I mean, the dude was fine. His seatbelt saved his life. But me, right as I got there, there was some city workers that showed up, and they put their flashers on and started, directing traffic, and a couple of the dudes and me were, pulling all his shit off the road so he'd be okay, I guess.
Yeah.
I look over, boy's got a case of Trulies and a pistol laying in the road.
I think it's hilarious that it was Trulies.
Yeah. I mean, he was like a manly man, too.
Right.
Hey there, I'm okay, bud. I'm okay.
Looks up at you, hide
and he had some fucking Trulies.
Let me
on
get
him.
that strawberry daiquiri Truly.
Got to get that
Drown
hard
his
seltzer.
God.
Oh.
Yeah. So
right after a day of stripping wires, I just want to settle down with a nice calm Trulies.
So
it sounds like a Truly ad.
Yeah,
You eventually had to leave the scene.
But yeah, I left the scene because I had to go back to work, man.
Yeah.
And on my way back to work, I called 911. They said people were on the way, but there was no cops or anything.
Have you checked KRCG or any of those websites, see if they posted about it? Maybe
No,
I'll do that real quick.
something like that. They won't. It's not big enough.
So
Probably
hold
not
up.
that.
Maybe not. Yeah.
No, for
So
sure.
hold up. The state road workers came to clear the shit off the road.
I think they were just in the area, to be honest.
I was supposed to say before the damn cops showed up to make sure the motherfucker was alive.
Because
we got our priorities.
I'm talking to the dude right here. I'm like, dude, you okay? And he's like, holy shit, yeah, I'm fine. I mean, the car was caved in. If he had been sitting up straight, it would have been through his head, I mean, he was over like this. I don't know what happened.
You know what I heard in your story, or didn't hear in your story that I provided in mine?
What?
Napkins.
Somebody fucking stopped and helped.
It sounded like you helped. Yeah, you helped.
I helped.
Yeah, you helped.
Scotty, but that was
I pulled the
it.
dude's shit off, made sure everything was fine.
Yeah,
Like
Scotty was the
nobody
only one.
else.
Yeah.
But if you were on the interstate and you saw a truck take a fucking tumble like that, would you keep on driving?
I mean, people stopped.
Unless I am just in a situation where I fucking have to be somewhere, of course I would stop.
And by the time I got through with the dude and we pulled all his shit off the road, people were the crowd was showing up.
sure.
Dudes from the dealership were walking up, but nobody was. I mean, there was a little old lady that called 911, I think, and she's the only one other than me that stopped.
Oh, wow. I mean, with the weed being legal, I don't have no excuse not
Nothing to be afraid of.
Well, a couple of weeks ago, dude, if you're talking like that, we helped a friend move, and there was it was a busy intersection, right? And I'm blasted out of my fucking gourd. Of course I am. I'm helping a friend move. My back
you gotta
hurts.
be.
There's no way I can do this and be cool afterwards.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to help him move, and we're getting things in, and there's people trying to get into his driveway, and no one's going out in the street trying to stop him. Meanwhile, there's some cops walking by and nobody's going to do anything. So I just roll over and start talking to the cops. I was so high, dude.
Fuck him.
Was blasted off my gourd. But
Yeah.
it didn't matter because that's not what I was asking about. I needed their help to help me direct traffic so we could get people in there.
Yeah.
Was it our local city police?
It was Jeff City PD, and they did an amazing job, so big ups to them.
You guys ever been high around the cops?
Yes, several times.
I've been hired in every situation you can possibly imagine, Dustin.
Although, Dustin, I come from a little itty-bitty community.
Including this one.
Where the cop was okay with us soaping his car at, like, Halloween. As long as we didn't tear anybody else's stuff up, we could fuck his shit up.
That's
no
a cool
problem.
cop, man.
Yeah, that's
You could be like soaping his car while you're talking to him. He'd be like, "Yep, you missed a spot right there." And, he was cool like that.
They don't do that anymore. Nobody rolls yards or anything, man. We was wild.
Oh, we
a different time.
My wife, like the first time I went Halloween trick or treating with her, because I met her like at, I don't know, I was 25, I was still trick-or-treating. That sounds right.
Sure.
Anyway, man, we were like fucking dressing up like ninjas and had backpacks full of fucking, toilet paper rolling up on dudes,
Oh, yeah, we TP'd a lot of houses in
yeah.
my neighborhood. The other thing that we used to do, I think we've talked about this on the show, what people called it in my neighborhood when you walk up to somebody's front door in the middle of the night and ring the doorbell.
Yeah, Maddie had a different name for it. I guess on the coast they called it, Ding Dong Ditch.
Yeah,
That's
well,
what I've
around,
always known it as.
I've never heard it called that.
It is
Really?
called
Inward knocking.
inward knocking.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was a thing that we used to do when we were kids. And I remember one night we kept hitting the same house over and over again. And finally, I was running up to the dude's front porch to ring his fucking doorbell again.
I love that.
And he was standing on on the side of his
He got
fucking
your
camper or
ass.
some
Gotcha,
shit. He was like,
bitch.
"What the fuck are you doing on my property,
Gotcha,
boy?"
bitch.
Yeah, I was busted. Luckily, he didn't shoot me or anything. But that was the last time I hit that house that night. Yeah.
That house, at least.
Yeah, that house.
You guys ever do that when you were kids?
I've gotten hit.
We used to.
I got hit the other day, actually.
Did you really? Mm-hmm. What time of the was it?
I mean, it
middle
was
of the
like on a Saturday, like in the middle of the day. I got some housework done, thought I'd earned a little jerk before I have to go fucking do anything else.
Amen, brother.
Treat yourself.
Just sit back, relax, light a candle, maybe. Hell, I don't know.
Absolutely.
And
set
by
the mood.
God, just about the time I started getting into it, I'll be damned. Somebody didn't come ding, 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 ding.
It's the worst.
So I'm
man.
like, oh, shit. So now I done threw the pants all the way on the other side of the room. I had to get up and go get those.
Bro, you need to move out to the country like me. I've never once been interrupted in the middle of a good wax session. Nobody knocks on my door, bro.
I just walk right in.
That's true.
Oh, Dave.
Oh,
hey, man,
hey.
I'm just going to go over and get something to eat at the
That's
kitchen.
not true. That's not true. He likes to finish me off.
No, I just
I'm
sit there
gonna
and
finish.
watch.
Yeah.
You
Stare
break
him
in
in the
my
eye.
house.
Baby.
You break into
contact.
my house.
Baby.
I'm gonna shoot you with my gun in one hand and my dick, and then
you
I'm gonna
twice.
stand over you and I'm gonna finish.
It's going to be like a combination skeet pal.
And the last thing you're gonna see as life fades away and you bleed to death on my table is me.
Spooging all
Shit
over.
broke in, bitch.
Yeah, buddy. You got to finish the job, right? Once you start it, you got to finish it.
You gotta. How many more
Right.
of these have I gonna have left in my life?
I mean, a
Like
man's
natural ones.
Man's got to have ethics.
Natural ones.
Yeah, man.
I mean, you only got a finite amount, right?
Every man does.
You never know when your last one will be.
So, you guys may have seen this. I heard about this on the radio a couple days ago.
You got something over there, Dave?
As I was dropping my kids off at school. Yeah, I do. I mean, we could bring it up on the screen. If not, I could just tell you what it is.
Why don't you go ahead and tell us what it is?
But yeah, so this school, this Missouri school, is going to bring back paddling to discipline its students. They're going to
heard
start
about
paddling
this.
kids again. Did you guys hear about this?
I wouldn't let them do mine.
The school district in southwestern Missouri. Well, that's part of the thing is that they have to have permission from the
parental
parents,
permission.
and the only staff member that can paddle kids is the principal.
Yeah.
It can't just be any fucking
What-
custodian or something.
This sounds like a push from the principal. God, I really want to fucking paddle some kids.
Almost
That's all
fuck
it's
some of
there
these
for,
kids
right?
up.
Yeah, so this is Cassville
Fuck
School
me some
District,
kids up.
which I think is southern part of Missouri. So a very southern part. I think it's like central southern Missouri. But yeah, so the complaints that we have heard from some of our parents is that they don't want their students suspended. They want another option. And so this was just another option that we could use before we could get to that point of suspension. So yeah. So what do you guys think about that? You think every once in a while a kid needs a good ass whipping?
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You
but
know,
not from a principal.
when I was a kid, all
From
that,
a parent.
Mm.
Huh?
That was the easy way out when I was a kid, man.
Yeah.
When you get into high school and it don't hurt anymore.
I think from your
My
buddy.
dad's a big dude.
I think from your buddy. Yeah, the big dude.
Yeah.
That's the dude that you need to get your ass whipped from.
Yeah.
Because you learn from that guy. Your mom and dad, after a while, you're like, okay, the first one hurts. Then you learn, oh, well, if I do this and this, you know.
No, my
Yeah.
dad still
Oh,
fucked
shit.
me up. All
My
the way
dad
till I was
beat
like
my ass.
17. Yeah.
Yeah.
There wasn't no fucking. My dad. I remember my dad used to whoop my ass all the time. And I remember one time, first time I ever fought back. I actually, technically, I won this fight. He won't say I did.
Good.
Technically, I won this fight.
Well, no, of course he won't say it. It'd be
and
stupid if he did.
he was
Coming
trying-
from a dad.
Yeah.
I was like 16 too.
Oh, hell no, then.
Oh,
And he was
sure.
trying to whip my ass for something I did not do. He was whipping my ass on a rumor he heard at church. I swear to God, and I
Just the way Jesus intended.
and I had tried to tell him, and then he decided he was going to whip me. I'm like, no, you ain't, because I ain't do nothing. And then he come and grabbed me because I'd never fought back. I was always, a bit of a pussy.
Yeah.
And he grabbed me, and when he grabbed me, dude, I didn't even think I don't remember
today,
doing this. I don't know where I slugged him, but it was somewhere in the face, and I was like, no, motherfucker. And whenever when I did that and his ass went down, that's when I came back to, and I went, fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Like, what did I just do?
Okay, so like comparing that story to your story about the girl with the finger in the butt, like which strength did you experience more strength in? Like,
Probably the finger in the butt because I didn't get scared afterward.
Right.
you'd run away and hide, right?
Oh, I hauled ass. I think I don't even remember where I was. I didn't even think to get in my car or nothing. I went for the woods.
Yeah.
I live here now. Fuck this.
I put some motherfucking snakes between them.
I live here now. No, thank you.
So this is from a parent. I feel like if they had a different outlet like counseling services in school instead of corporal punishment, that would be the more appropriate answer.
Bro, have you seen some of these counselors that are at like these schools?
But you know what? My
like-
kids go to Pioneer Trail, and they've got or my girl goes to Pioneer Trail, and she has a class called counseling.
I don't know. Some of them might be
Teaches them how to deal with life, how to deal with emotions.
I
and
think
shit.
that's useful.
I think it
I
is
think that's
too.
good.
I wish I had that.
I
Yeah.
do. I wish I'd have had that.
I
Along
wouldn't
with,
turn
like, a
out.
fucking
I wouldn't have
personal
turned out to
finance.
be some cold bastard to people sometimes.
Yeah.
But that's good.
Personal finance.
I look at that as
That's
being
the other
good.
thing.
That's what people need. Like they need the cold shoulder. They need to shoulder a lot of things instead of just spilling it out.
I do think
Yes.
everybody need a good ass whooping, but you should get that from your peers and not
Yes.
your parents.
That's what I'm saying right there.
Yeah.
Your
Like-
peers need to be the one to kick your ass because they're the ones you'll learn from.
When you really need
and
an
then
ass
if it's
whooping-
really a really bastard sumbitch, you guys will be friends afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
yeah.
it's two dudes.
Yeah, that's how it
Yeah,
happens.
you kind
know,
of
when
learn
an
the
ass
respect.
whooping is truly warranted, one of your buddies will dish it
Yeah.
out for you.
And you know what? If your buddy doesn't, then you don't have a good set of buddies.
Could be. Yeah.
That's
why
how
I
it
always
was
pick
growing
small
up.
friends.
Absolutely.
Right? That's why you
man.
keep your circle small, man, because they're true.
I wonder how many other school districts allow paddling of children.
When I was a kid in school, I could get paddled.
I
yeah.
could.
Well, of course, I'm assuming the Catholic schools still they can do whatever the fuck they want, right?
Ooh, I don't think they can.
We've
don't
heard
know.
we've heard Maddie's horror stories.
Yeah,
of,
but he was in school at the same time as I was.
yeah, he was
so-
in school in the 80s.
Yeah.
I mean,
so-
the 80s. That
Like,
was
back
you were
when
still,
I went to Catholic
You were still
school,
smoking
I
in
don't
school
think
when
so.
I was in school.
I didn't know you went to Catholic school.
Yeah, dude.
So tell us
Good
what was like
times.
tell me what it was like. Like, was it fucked up?
No.
No.
No?
Did you go to Helias?
Yeah, I went to Elias.
Okay. Did
So,
you? Where
like-
did you go before Helias?
St. Peter's.
Okay.
I did that for 5 years.
I have a couple students that go to St. Peter's,
Yeah.
and they seem to be pretty
Normal?
well adjusted.
What grade?
Yeah. One of them just turned 10. His name is Brian. He's one of my favorite students.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's awesome.
What grade would that be?
10?
Like second, I think.
Or like fourth?
Maybe like third, fourth grade.
okay.
Bro, he might be in my wife's class.
He could
Your
be.
wife's a teacher?
My
She
wife's a
teaches there?
teacher.
Where
yeah.
does she, where does she
Nice.
teach?
St. Peter's.
St. Peter's?
Yeah.
You know how you
Fourth
had
grade
that
teacher.
hot teacher when you was in
So-
school?
That is 100% my wife.
So
Yeah,
we're,
you're
so,
nailing the hot
100
teacher now.
It is so cool.
Do you ever do that?
Did you play Van Halen before every nail session?
No.
Oh, dude.
Do you ever like do the hey, wear that thing you was gonna wear to work today, and just bring that in the house?
No, she's completely awkward.
When I was
Like,
banging my
both of us together
That's the
are
best.
polar fucking opposites.
Wait a minute, how?
I don't know. Well, because like I'm.
Because you're
more-
so like, okay, I'm over here doing stuff, and I just get this like, this manly grab around,
For
and
sure.
I get hugged
My wife
so
will shake
hard.
your hand. Like
Really?
she's a great businesswoman. Like she could run companies.
I think. Was the first time
That
I
seems like a
met my wife.
female
No.
at a
You've met her before.
really good.
No,
one.
I know I have, but
Yeah.
was the first time we met? We were at the same wedding, right?
For sure.
At Josh's wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that was the first time I had met your wife. I think.
No, you met her before.
I had before. Okay.
For sure.
But I'm pretty sure I do remember a good firm handshake.
So she's
Yeah.
not like a hugger, not like
No,
not like
not at
you,
all.
obviously, dude.
No.
You,
Dude, I'm a lover.
this guy is a lover.
I'm a hugger too, but like when it's time for me to give a handshake, I give a good firm handshake.
So wait,
I have
certain
to
situations.
handshake. Yeah.
so she's the hot teacher that's also a bitch.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
110%, and it raises the hotness level by
That's
like
why you
tenfold.
lying.
Yeah.
Look at
And
that.
she's a redhead too.
Oh man, that is okay. That does add
See?
like a lot more
Yeah.
points.
All right, I
there.
get it now. I get it.
So I got a text.
Say no more. Say no more.
I got a text
I've
from
never
a
seen
person.
your wife.
Got a text from a person who will remain unnamed, but she texted me and told me that today most teachers in Catholic schools are not nuns or priests, and most have put the paddle away.
You know, that's fair because my ex-girlfriend was a teacher at a Catholic school, now that I think about it, but she was like an art teacher. So
Wait
it
a
don't
minute.
really
So
count.
your wife is a teacher at a Catholic school, right?
For sure.
Does she ruler you when you do wrong?
God, I
She'll
hope
No,
so.
smack
I
your
try that.
knuckle?
I try that. But like, hey, I'm being bad. It's just like I don't do that. I'm like,
It's,
You ever wear the little schoolboy uniform
But
like
it's me.
Angus Young?
no.
Come in, hey teacher. Is
No,
there
see, 'cause
anything
I've
could
tried that
do
stuff.
for extra credit?
Come in swinging your dong. Hey, baby.
Tried all of it, and it gets a giggle, and then she rolls over, and I'm like, okay, well.
So 10 years old is third grade. Is that what we?
Probably 10 or
Fourth
yeah.
grade,
Fourth?
yeah.
Okay. And your wife teaches what, fourth?
When do they start now?
My
you
kids
can do, like,
started on
preschool.
Monday this
Yeah,
week.
my
I
kids
mean,
started
what
Monday.
age? What age do they go to kindergarten?
Oh,
Oh.
5 usually, but my kids we waited till 6.
Well,
But like,
it depends on the state because some states like provide like pre-kindergarten care. Like,
I was
like
in pre-K.
pre-K. Yeah,
I was in
So,
My
like-
daughter's in that. She's
Yeah.
3.5.
you can start. Yeah, I was say you can start that like 3.
So
4.
for me, I was 5 when I started kindergarten, but I was younger than everybody in my class, and I had to like take a test in order to get into kindergarten at that age. And I always felt like that was a big disadvantage for me because all of the kids in my class were older than me, and
Yeah.
like especially when you're in kindergarten or first or second grade, like that extra 6 months to
fuck
a year
your disadvantage.
makes a huge
Yeah.
difference. So we
yeah.
waited till my kids were 6. Like they just
Fuck
started
your
kindergarten.
disadvantage. I went to Nokomis, Illinois, where they blatantly put me in like. So we had so many kids. They would do like 1A, 1B,
No.
1C.
Oh, we
Yeah.
did that.
A was the smart kids.
For sure.
B
wow.
was the middle of the road.
Okay.
C was the kids who could not fucking make it.
I see.
was always in C. C till the day I die, baby.
Yeah, but weren't you
Yes,
also
sir.
weren't you also one of the gifted kids too, though, like me?
No, I wasn't
I
gifted.
thought you told me you were one of the.
I
Gifted
was an
kids.
LD. I was in learning
Yeah.
disability.
One of the teachers helped him go to the bathroom. He's like, he's one of the
I go
gifted
pee-pee
kids.
standing up.
Dude, I had a teacher. My seventh grade algebra teacher. I stayed after school one day because I could not fucking understand algebra, and she knew that I was in the gifted program, and she asked me if I was learning disabled. And
That
I
was
said,
me.
and I said, like, no, I'm in the gifted.
was me.
That was me.
I don't know if I
Bitch
actually
thing
told
to
her that
say.
I was in the gifted program, but she made the comment like, you can be gifted but still have a learning disability. Pissed me off, man. Yeah, she was a bitch.
Yeah, because you don't ask the fucking kid.
So
that
it pissed
unless you're
you
being a
off
bitch.
that you were confused with a guy like me.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Dave.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that stereo.
God, man.
Don't downgrade
I
me
am
to
not
that.
those people.
That's the thing, though, is what pisses me off about school is I was fucking doing good. I was making straight A's and shit up to the point that they put me in the special education to make me somebody else's problem because I was a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can believe that.
And they got tired of fucking with me, so they put me in there to make me somebody else's problem. And then that's when my grades started plummeting. Because then I was looking at this shit and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And it's got like a picture of a cat. What's in the picture? And I'm like, "Motherfucker!" Like I've never seen a fucking cat before. And
Right.
It's a motherfucking cat. Yeah.
I remember one of the questions.
I
that-
can see you as like a 10-year-old kid rolling up and just being this grumpy old man. Motherfucker, it's a cat.
As a matter of fact, now my memory could be serving me incorrectly. I'm sure I didn't say motherfucker, but I'm sure I meant it.
You meant it.
In my
yes.
memory, that's what I'm saying
Yeah.
to Miss Denson because she got really mad at me. Like I never seen a cat. I may probably have said like I never seen a cat
Just
before.
look at it. It's
Bless
like
your
I never
heart.
seen a cat,
Right. Bless
bitch.
your heart. I never seen a cat.
Yeah.
I still remember one of the
bless your
questions they
heart.
asked me when I took that test. they kept showing me like these flashcards that had pictures on them, and they would tell me to tell them what was missing from the picture. And I still remember one of the pictures was a picture of a cat, and he didn't have any whiskers. And I realized it, but I could not think of the fucking word whiskers.
Dude, that's hard. That happens all the time.
That's why she asked you if you had a learning disability.
No, this is a different person.
Dude doesn't know fucking whiskers.
Yeah, this was a different person.
Whiskers. Come on.
Well, they were also grading that in the 80s, which me being in Mississippi, we were still using 80s techniques, even though we were using 70s techniques.
Yeah, I was going to say it was the 80s, but you were still in the 50s.
Sure.
That's why. Maybe
that's how it was for me too, man. I mean, teachers would go to the teachers' lounge and smoke.
That's why that 70s show probably resonates with me so well, because when it was the 90s for me, it was like the 70s in Mississippi.
I love me
there's
some
something to that, bro.
I love me some Jackie.
Yeah, I think there's something to that, man.
Some Mila Kunis.
Oh, Mila Kunis.
Oh my God, that's
Jackie, the redhead.
The redhead was hot too.
There's a porn star named Audrey.
No, she was the brunette. The one that was with Kelso. God. The one that was with her. Well, she's with him in real life, too.
For sure.
What's the dude's name? Ashton Kutcher.
Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, thank you.
So there's this porn star named Audrey something that looks exactly like her that I want to recommend.
Somebody roll down the Elijah Craig there, if you would, please.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. I'm Googling it. Let me just
this is the second episode in a row that Dustin has referenced specific porn stars. Not to mention he just referenced having a good whack earlier too, so I'm sensing a trend here, bro.
Yeah,
fresh off it.
Look, man, it's been a long couple of years in quarantine. You start
absolutely, man. I get it.
You start getting in some old habits from back in the day.
I get it. He said, I get it.
Audrey Batoni is her name.
Audrey Batoni.
Yeah, I'm not going to put her up on the screen, but I'll
don't do that, Dave.
I'll pass it around.
I'll pass her around.
I'll say oh shit, I poured way too much.
And you tell me, does that not look like Jackie from '70s show?
Yeah,
exactly.
Well, I don't know about exactly, but she's porn star exact.
How do you say Batoni? Yeah. How do you spell Batoni?
Bitoni.
Make sure it's all edited. I don't want to get popped.
Yeah, no.
If we got tits hanging out or something, I don't want.
Dude, tell me if this is creepy. There's a website where you can put like people's names in, like celebrities and shit, and they look just like them.
You can do that on Pornhub.
There's somebody
like seriously, like deepfake. They make deepfake porn videos where the video is made with a different woman, but they put fucking Mila Kunis' face on it.
Of course. That didn't take too long because we got deepfakes like 6 months ago.
Yeah, and they're pretty good at it too, man.
Oh yeah.
The way I learned about deep fakes was I was following Tom Cruise on TikTok, and I was like, man, this motherfucker's crazy.
I saw that one.
And then
the Bill Hader TikTok with the deep fake?
It was it was called Deep Tom Cruise.
Okay.
And it was a deep fake account, but it was always him as Tom Cruise.
Oh,
it was a guy who was a Tom Cruise impersonator. And they used him to make a deep fake video.
That's dope.
They made a lot of them.
I'll see if I can find it.
I never knew anything about this deep fake stuff.
The one I was talking about was so Bill Hader was on I think it was Conan or something, and he does all those impersonations. And the impersonation he would do, somebody deep faked his face into the impersonation. And so he would start talking like Tom Cruise, and all of a sudden you're looking at Tom Cruise, and you're like, oh my fucking God, it looks just like him.
He would do an impression, and as each impression changed, the face would change.
The face would change with him. That's what I thought you were talking about, and it was amazing.
Hold on, Scotty, I'm going to pull up this Tom Cruise. Here, it's ready. I got the Tom Cruise deep fake rolling over here so you guys can see it. Taylor, did you just say that you don't know what deep fakes are, that you never heard of them? Okay, so
never heard of them.
So before I play the video, so deep fake it's kind of like Photoshop but for videos. They are able to use a person and
superimpose Dustin's face on Tom Cruise.
Yeah, somebody else's face so that it looks like them. So this video that I'm about to show you is a Tom Cruise impersonator that they have deep faked Tom Cruise's face on.
Are you a Star Wars fan?
No.
Okay.
Okay, here you go.
They did that with Luke Skywalker.
And they did it with Princess Leia, too. Okay, so here's a deepfake Tom Cruise.
Ran into Gorbachev.
I'm going to go ahead and shut that down.
No worries.
But, if you hear his voice, though, you got that little snippet there, it sounds just like him and everything.
It's pretty good.
Remember how much a polar bear weighs.
See? It sounds just like him. Remember how much polar bear weighs. I am Tom Cruise. Fuck you, wife.
If somebody sent you that video, Biscuit, and told you that was Tom Cruise, would you believe him?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, me too, man.
That's some scary shit, though. That's on YouTube. Somebody made that at home.
Yeah.
Like, people can do this shit now. So what's
on their cell phones? They can just sit here like right now, like and bleep, pop that out.
Well, no, it's not that simple.
No,
it's got to be easier than that, man.
The apps that they have that do that don't do it as accurately because I've tried.
I've got those too.
You have to have somebody that there is a lot of video footage on in order to make a good deep fake. Because I think they did like a 60 Minutes story about this a couple weeks ago, and I watched it. And you can't, I mean, it's not as simple as like me sending them a picture of you and trying to superimpose your face on me. Like, you have to have a lot of video footage.
You need all the facial expressions and stuff like
Isn't
that.
it a way the computer recognizes where your face is turned and matches it with a different
right, it's all like little
every
points.
frame they map out.
Yeah.
So there's like 1,000 different Tom Cruise videos that it could have taken to make that, and we wouldn't have known it.
Yeah.
That's fucking
all
wild.
the angles.
Pretty fucking crazy,
and
though,
it would have
right?
had to have been between a specific era.
But it's
'cause
only
he
a
was
matter
awfully
of
young.
time. It's only a matter of time till you ain't going to need that much.
Oh, you're right.
Right.
And
you're right.
That shit's scary.
Have any of you guys started to listen to the Zuckerberg episode on Joe Rogan
No,
yet?
but I want to. I heard it's already causing fucking problems for him.
I
Because
mean-
he said on that interview that Facebook actively suppressed Hunter Biden laptop videos.
I didn't know that. I've listened to like maybe the first half hour.
And when he was subpoenaed by Congress, he said that we did not do that.
Wow.
Oh, shit.
I hadn't heard
And
that.
so he's already been caught.
Yeah.
See, that video looks
Data
fake.
is going down. Yeah, that one looks fake.
I was telling you guys via text. What were we just talking about, Scott? I lost it. Right before that.
Zuckerberg via
Zuckerberg.
text.
I was telling you guys that I feel like this is a situation where Zuck probably reached out to Joe, not the other way around, and
to try and not look like a fucking robot.
Right. And
Yeah.
here's the thing: is that Zuck is getting ready to release like the newest version of the Oculus VR set, and so what I have heard so far is mostly him pimping the new Oculus. So I feel like he probably reached out to Joe, but I
pimp
guess
the
apparently he
Oculus.
stuck his foot in his mouth anyway, though.
Oh yeah,
so.
yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I love it.
You guys remember when Elon took the hit off the joint?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did he?
And the stock went
Yeah,
tumbling?
Tesla
But did
stock
he-
went down 35%.
Or did he just like hold it in his mouth?
He took the
No,
hit,
no,
but
no.
he did not.
He was smoking and passing it back
He
and
took
forth.
one hit. That was it. He took one hit, and I didn't even
But he
necessarily.
recovered from that. Like his.
Yeah, no, he did.
He didn't have a fall with the public until long after that.
Right.
I like that dude.
His stock
Elon
price
Musk?
tumbled for
Yeah.
a while,
Yeah.
but then it recovered.
He builds flamethrowers.
I know. I wish I would have bought one of those.
Just for stupid
remember how
reasons,
much-
I like that
they
guy.
were
I don't
like-
like him for any. Like I don't like him for business reasons.
He does the dumb shit with money I would do with money. That's why.
sure.
For
Yeah.
sure.
And like the whole Twitter thing, like he actually threw it behind it. You know, go for it. If it doesn't go through, I don't give a shit. But you at least went for it. You know,
Yeah.
I like
Fuck
that. I like that.
What's going on with that anyway? Like
I think
Backed out.
he
so-
backed out, but now they're like trying to sue him now,
Because-
right?
Right.
backing
So
out.
he
They're
did
trying to
something.
force him to buy
well,
it
he
now.
did something incredibly smart by backing out. It forced them now in court to turn over everything. So they wouldn't turn over like select documents. They wouldn't give him how many bots do you have? How many this do you have? How many that? And they're like, well, we can't give you
Fucking
that. That's
chestnut
right.
checkers,
that's
motherfucker.
fucking insider. Blah blah blah. Well, now that he's got them where he's got them, they have to give all that information out now.
Right.
So he's going to come back with a lower deal.
Exactly. So
Could
he's
be.
going to come back and be like, "Oh, well, this is not what you guys said, but I'll buy it for this amount."
I
You know,
see
that's
what-
exactly
Got
what he's
him.
doing.
Do you guys think that eventually he will own
Oh
it?
yeah.
What do you think, Dustin?
I
don't
think
know.
eventually Twitter's going to go away and it's not going to matter.
I don't know.
mean,
Twitter's like
Twitter's a
Twitter's
fucking-
huge.
Twitter's a fucking cesspool.
I don't
man.
think it's
Yeah.
going
I
to go
enjoy
away,
it.
dude.
I do because the written portion of social media is gone. It's all
sure, I
video
spend more
now.
time on Instagram
Yeah, but
Right.
people
than I do
share
on-
videos on Twitter all the time.
Well, I mean, it makes
more
sense
difficult,
because YouTube is the second most used search engine in the world next to Google.
Yeah.
Because, like, you go to fix something at home.
Yeah, that's the second
you-
one I go
True.
to after Google is I go to YouTube. No, seriously, literally.
Seriously?
Yeah.
Dude, when I first got here and I was working on property maintenance and fixing people's houses and shit, I didn't know none of that shit. But I was working for my father-in-law, so I was trying to put on a good impression because I was freshly married.
Yeah.
And his
Because
daughter.
he's freshly married.
No, I came in like the fucking Black Knight, took the princess, didn't ask nobody, married her ass, and then showed up her husband.
My man.
and
Like it.
and I still wasn't the least favorite of the.
Hey!
But I was trying to stay on his good side, so I had to do good. And I'm up there, and he
So I had to do good.
I told him I knew how to do something I didn't know how to fucking do. Yeah, that was the first time I watched a YouTube video on the job with the customer standing.
Oh, fuck. With him standing right next to
Hold
you.
on, I gotta go back real quick.
Right,
I didn't catch what he did with that.
Dude, I have a friend that built an entire business around YouTube videos. Like
Dude.
everything that he does and he gets paid for, all of it he learned how to
That's
do
why
on
college
YouTube.
is
For sure.
obsolete.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
Most definitely.
Well, there's a family in Kansas City that was just on the news a couple nights ago. I don't know, here a while back, where they built their entire home off of YouTube videos.
Yeah.
It was like a single mom. She had no idea how to do it, so they built a house from ground up.
Yeah.
And that's one of the things I have. I don't know if I've said it on here, and I'm actually in the process of purchasing a home right now. We haven't we ain't closed yet, but we're working on it.
Awesome.
And I almost backed out because I got pissed off about some things they wouldn't fix.
Yeah.
But I feel like with YouTube,
Oh, yeah.
I can probably figure it out.
So what wouldn't they fix?
Well, without going into it, because the deal ain't closed.
No. Like outlets, like GFIs or something?
There was one GFI they were bitching about having to fix, and then there was...
Well, I would think that'd be legal. You have to fix that.
That's kind of an inspection type
Yeah,
deal.
you
The
have to
inspector
fix
will
that one.
let that pass.
And there, well, it hasn't gotten to the main inspection yet. So
Then that'll change their mind real
I would say,
quick.
yeah, the little GFI outlet might not be.
Whoopsie.
Yeah.
like there was like not a big hole, but like there's a hole in the wall I want fixed. There's
I feel like that's a respectable thing. You
I
got a
feel
hole
like
in the wall,
that's
I'm
a
gonna
respectful thing
buy
too.
it.
Yeah.
Let's patch the
it's
hole.
it's there for a it's I'll tell more about it once the deal's closed. But
Do you have a rape room in it?
it's got a basement in it, but it's like your basement. It's like if you took this room, cut it in half, like at this wall. That's the whole basement.
That's the whole base. Damn, that's a little tiny basement.
Sounds like a rape room to me. Then.
So the reason I call it a rape room is because we go back to Maddie. So our friend Nichols too. He just recently got a new place and he has a rape room too. They're like within a couple blocks of each other. But this place that Matt had, which is right by the Blue Lotus, had it was under the carport. We used to smoke weed in it all the time. But it was smooth concrete walls. It had a big fucking drain in the middle, and there was a chain hanging off of the top of the rafter, center of the drain, hanging down, and it had like a tire down there. And so we called it the rape room. It had perfect acoustics. I swear to God, man, you'd be like, "Hey, I'm over here in the rape room. Let me get a better
on the old.
Yeah. Oh. Hey guys, we're over here in the rape room. You guys want to smoke a J?
All of a sudden, I feel like I've had too much to drink.
And this is literally how it sounded while we were down there. Yeah, guys. So we're over here in the rape room.
I don't think I'm gonna smoke anything you offer me, bud.
Yeah. I live in the woods, man. I've got
wake up in that chain.
I've got a whole separate rape house, man. Yeah.
But that's what we called it, the rape room, and it's always been the rape room.
Yeah.
In Mississippi, that's called a deer stand.
Right. I've got one of those at my house too, actually, man.
It's not his.
I've never used it, but it's there. It's definitely there, man. Are there any hunters in the room? Not you.
No.
Yeah.
Damn, looking at me right.
Dustin, have you ever hunted?
I don't want to go.
Yeah.
I don't want to go either. Never have wanted to go.
I went with my dad a couple of times when I was little just because I wanted to do something with Dad, but I was so bored the whole time.
For sure.
Now that smartphones are a thing, though, and I can
Totally
sit there and play on
different.
Facebook.
Oh,
Yeah. I've never gone hunting either, but just in recent years, I've thought about it,
That makes a fishing trip, though, lame as fuck if, you and your buddy's supposed to sit there and drink beer and talk.
See, I would rather go fishing than hunting.
Yeah, because you can drink beer and shit talk. You don't have to be quiet.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And you're not sitting in the same spot for, hours.
Unless you got like a lot of the stands that we have.
But when
Do you still get up though
They're
with
about,
the
like, the
shit
size of,
fucking
like,
ass crack of dawn and go out and be on the lake or whatever?
No, because you got to let the water get warm. Like,
Sure.
you got to have warm water. The fish like it warm, or they ain't gonna bite as much.
They're
See,
not
that's-
as fast. They're
That's
more
never the way
dormant when it's
I was always raised.
cooler.
You had to be out on the water when the sun came up, and it's like, fuck.
What state were you from?
Illinois.
Oh, so you did the ice fishing?
Oh, no.
Oh, that's Wisconsin.
No.
I know, like
we weren't that cold. No, nothing like that.
one of the favorite places people from Missouri to go fishing is down at Bennett Springs, where they've got the trout fishing. And I went there one year with my in-laws and my wife and stuff, and I remember it, man. Like, we got up at like 4 a.m.
Yeah, fuck that.
We walked over to the site where you could fish at, and at exactly 5 a.m., they ring the fucking bell, and literally, like, it's shoulder-to-shoulder people casting lines into this fucking river, man.
Fuck
like
that. You not get hooked on
it
somebody
was
else.
fucked up, man. Like, if I'm gonna go fishing, I don't want to be
that ain't-
shoulder to shoulder
sure.
with
That sounds
people.
like a fucking Tex Avery cartoon.
And your lines are going to
when
get crossed.
they hit it, and everybody shows up.
I mean, like,
starts
I mean, like,
fishing.
the guys that are good at fishing, maybe but like somebody like me, fuck yeah, I'm gonna get tangled up in somebody else's shit, man.
I'm gonna hook a chick in her eyeball. You know, I don't know what's going on.
You guys want to hear a once in a lifetime fishing story that happened to me?
Yes.
I was with my dad. We was fishing, and I was bad to cross my line with him because I wasn't good at it yet. And he would get so mad and yell at me and shit for doing it. Well, one day he was helping me get a fish off because it got in there deep and I couldn't get it out. And I had them little bitty hands at the time.
Yeah.
And he come over and was helping me, and then a fish pulled his fishing pole into the water, and he was so pissed off because it was like a $150 fishing pole in 1996.
Yeah.
So
well, that's like a $500 fishing pole with today's money.
For sure.
He was pissed. Damn. So then, anyway, he was double barreling. He was double fisting his fishing pole. So then he was sitting there. I got mad, went sulking on the other side of the lake. He's over there fishing with his one fishing pole. And then he gets to screaming at me about getting our lines crossed. And I was like, how am I getting my line? I ain't nowhere near you. I was still mad from the last time. And then he looks over and he grabs my reel and he pulls it in and he looks at it and he's looking at the bait on it. And then he looks at his fish and he starts pulling on the line and he had caught the same fish again.
Holy shit.
And he got his fishing pole back.
He got his pole back.
Yeah.
Dude.
Hot damn.
That is a once in a lifetime deal.
What are the odds, bro?
Yeah.
Boys, I have to pee. You know what that means?
I know what it means. We need to thank our Patreon patrons.
Yes, sir. You start first, Scotty.
All right, so we want to thank, obviously, Biscuit Strength.
Hey.
JT and the Paranormal Son over in Auckland, New Zealand. Our boy, Dub IZ and the fam.
That's right.
Over at Chess Team Records.
Our good friends at Jefferson City Paranormal Society.
Yes, sir.
And our good homie. Did we say JT already?
Yes, we said JT, but we did
Dub
not
IZ.
say. We said him, we did not say Jamie and Ben over
Jamie
at
and Ben
In the Groove.
at In the Groove. Okay. All right, man.
So get over and see those guys. All right, Dave's got to pee. We're taking a piss break on the old 77. We got to get that.
So it's happening.
We'll be back right after Dave pees.
It's happening.
I gotta go pee, man.
Bitches.
Watch out, Biscuit. Cover your eyes.
In the Groove Vinyl Records and More has the widest variety of new and used music, carrying new and reissued vinyl, used CDs and cassette tapes. In business for over 20 years, offering the best variety and service we possibly can. In the year 2000, we started out as a little hole in the wall, and now In the Groove is a full-service record shop with thousands of records to choose from. Buying rock, jazz, R&B, soul, and blues records, 33s, 45s, and 78s. We also buy CDs and cassette tapes. We've been buying and selling since 2000. In the Groove is a one-stop shop for records, stereo equipment, CDs, and other fun oddities. 708 Jefferson Street, Jefferson City, Missouri. Give us a thumbs up and follow us on Facebook. In the Groove, vinyl records and more.
Welcome back to Old 77 Podcast. It's safe place.
In an unsafe
world. Take that. Yeah.
Take that, haters. So, boys.
Sorry, I can do better. Is that better? Is that better?
Even better,
Okay, man. All right, sorry.
We're just going to do the whole show like this.
We could. I could just leave it up.
So I'm pretty sure we just recorded a whole episode. I'm pretty sure we just recorded a whole episode in between segments.
We
just
did,
now.
we did.
But one of the many topics that we hit on is my old friend Leanne Bauman.
So, guys, remember the realtor from the lake that tried to murder her in-laws for X amount of dollars? Yeah.
Something that was it $1,000 or $5,000?
It was like $1,500 if I remember right. Yeah.
It was something that was hilarious.
That picture alone, man, she got dolled up to go to jail. I feel like that's Goodfellas, man. Right? That's Goodfellas. You sit in the back of the car, you fucking put your makeup on, now take me to jail.
Yeah.
She looks gangster as fuck in that.
Right?
Picture,
Hey, fucking with that
honestly.
chick.
Straight up. She's like, I tried to hire somebody to kill somebody.
Have you ever been like so drunk at the bar that you picked this woman up accidentally? Like not her particularly personally, but you know the category that she falls in.
I'd like to say no, but yes.
Yeah. So the reason why we're bringing our good friend Leanne up is that she has apparently violated her bond.
She's
going back to jail.
She's going to the Poke Boys.
She went out drinking, which she was not supposed to be able to do, because of the whole trying to murder her mother-in-law thing.
So the story I heard, it sounds pretty shitty, to be honest.
Yeah.
I feel sorry for her. It sounds like she was out at a Columbia bar, getting her shit on, doing her thing, not hurting anybody, and somebody saw her and called up the popo.
Oh, somebody snitched, to be sure. 100%.
Yeah. 100%.
Oh, you used to have the Price is Right thing on.
Oh, it should still be on there somewhere.
Yeah, it's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
So she had to go to jail for 4 days for violating her bond. We are still waiting on like an actual trial.
We haven't seen any trial yet.
Yeah, conspiracy.
It's not on there?
Big deal.
No, I found it up.
If they try to like put a conspiracy on you, I know you're going away for
Little
a long
delay.
time.
Little delay, but it had to happen now. We built it up too much.
Conspiracy is a big fucking deal, man.
Yeah.
If you get caught doing that, yeah. So
when you try to buy somebody off to kill somebody else off.
Carol Baskin.
That's the only
the good old days.
That's the only bitch still rolling.
Dustin, here's my favorite part of the story. Investigators say a text message from Bauman to her children read, quote, "Your grandmother will die," end quote.
Oh, my God.
She even texted this
She even told her kids, bro, like, hey, Grandma's probably not going to be around much longer.
She put it in.
Grandma's about to go night-night.
Hey, man, just heads up, I'm going to kill your granny. All right, fuck that bitch.
I'm not serious, but I'm serious.
But I'm serious.
So what is she like? Is she like
Allegedly.
one of those chicks that got by on her looks when she was young, and now she's like
Probably.
a
She was in pageants.
Scroll back up there, man. Scroll back up. Yeah.
So the whole reason why I know this chick is that I had a buddy in school whose stepsister was in beauty pageants, and this chick was in pageants with her.
The amount of makeup she has on.
Yeah, I was going to say that makes sense.
We are all talking over each other right now.
I apologize.
Yeah, we're all drunk. By the way.
I'm mad at all of us, not just you guys. I'm mad at me too. Yeah.
I've had a couple of old fashions here.
I know, me too. Well, actually, I'm still sipping on the first one.
But still, I mean, holy shit.
But I've got this too, so I'm tag teaming it tonight. Neither Scotty or I have had an old fashioned before tonight.
And
Look at Dustin over there rocking two of them too. Yeah.
I'm washing my straight whiskey down with an old.
Scott, who is this show brought to us by though? Who
so
actually
the show
makes
tonight, the Knob Creek.
No, that's not it.
This is the Knob Creek version of I can't remember who it is
of an old fashioned.
It's an old fashioned premix.
Andrea, what does that
made
bottle
by
say?
Knob Creek?
Andrea's putting her glasses on, so you know she's serious.
now.
Some serious shit.
On the Rocks, made with Knob Creek.
Yeah, it's very tasty.
It
has
is
a very
tasty as shit.
The two most prominent smells that I'm noticing here is it definitely tastes like oranges.
Yeah, you get that orange and a little cherry.
And it's also got a very like woody taste.
It pairs really well with the Knob Creek. I can definitely tell there's Knob Creek in that. It's fucking delicious, whatever it is.
And I mean,
do you add your extra whiskey to it or what?
I mean,
no, it's already in there, dude.
But it's already in there.
Dude,
you could. But
it
it's
is
already
strong.
In there. Yeah,
that
I think
shit
it's
is
strong,
man.
And on top of that, we're also brought to you by Elijah Craig, brand new bottle of Elijah,
an old sponsor of the show.
Never go wrong with Elijah Craig.
Don't leave home without it, folks.
Oh my God.
So
usually when we get Elijah Craig bottles, they go away real quick.
They do.
Real quick.
And that's cheap whiskey too, right?
No.
I mean, it's not like super expensive.
I mean, it's not like top dollar shit, but I think that's like a $31 bottle, maybe a $32 bottle, and a $25 bottle right here.
Yeah, man.
I mean, they're not expensive, but I spent $60 at the liquor store. Drink
we,
up, bitches.
Money well spent.
Hell yes.
We
I
could
wanted
be
that
drinking this
old-fashioned.
every week if they would just.
If they would only send it to
If they would just sponsor our show.
Yeah.
And send us a free bottle.
We will pimp
just like Red Bull
out. Sponsors of the show, official.
Red Bull would also
Red
be
Bull.
nice.
Delicious.
I heard it gives you wings. Is that
I'll
true?
start doing some extreme sports.
And I'm going to tell you, if this is your beer, this is my favorite beer. As a matter of fact, hang on.
A great Pilsner brew.
Oh,
hold up.
He's going to ruin a sticker.
Oh, no.
He's going to ruin it.
This could be your logo.
This could be you.
Hold on, let me see that.
I was going to say, hold up, let me. There we go. There you go. This here could be you.
for the small fee of.
If we only knew a brewery in town that would partner with us.
I know, man.
I wish they would partner with us.
Biscuit could come bend shit.
I know, right?
Dude, whenever I was 16, I didn't know what I was going to do with my life, so I was going to go to the Ringling Brothers school and be a clown.
Did you really think about running away to clown college?
Yeah, and then 100%. Bending shit for a living?
No,
that was before. That was before he knew he could do that.
Dude, if you knew you could have bended, that would have been the deal sealer. That would have sealed the fucking deal, right?
Could have put you in the freak show, bro. Roadie. Yeah, you could have been.
Thought about wrestling.
That fucking hammer you handed over that
Dude,
first day.
I keep forgetting to bring and stuff like that.
You'd be good at wrestling.
Can you take an ass whooping?
No. As long as it's not in the face. I mean,
elephant
in the
you
room
can be strong and not durable. Like that's.
No,
the thing.
I get that. I get that.
How durable are you? Like, can you get tackled 3 or 4 times and get back up?
Probably. We used to have fights in my dad's shop.
Did you ever play football?
No, fuck no. I don't believe in team sports.
Okay.
Colts. Amen, brother.
You might.
Colts.
What do you think about it?
It's a sports cult.
Kinda. I mean, when you really think about it,
it's like the fucking FLDS, but for football, right? Did I say that right? Is it
no, I have no idea.
FLDS?
Sure.
Let me know if you ever get interested in that.
And wanting to wrestle?
Yeah.
Dustin actually has wrestling connections.
Dustin has a background.
Oh, snap.
Yeah.
So, like, what did you...
I don't have them here, but I have people that can
What did you
them.
used to do?
I was a jack of all trades. I did everything.
Right, but, like, you actually, like... You were a wrestling promoter, didn't you? Like, actually, like, have a bunch of dudes under you, and you were writing scripts and shit?
I was writing, but I wasn't promoting. That's like I worked in the office. Like it was just another job. Like it was like just a different job.
Right.
And most of what you do when you're writing is you're consulting. Because like you don't just sit down. It ain't like WWE where you come up to the boys and you're like,
"This is what you're doing."
Yeah, here's your promo, word for word, memorize it, and and all that shit. Here's your match, move by move.
So these guys actually had a say in their stuff.
Oh, they had most of the say. Like what they didn't have a say in is who they're working with.
Okay.
So they would I
knew there was a catch.
The booker pairs you with somebody.
Yeah.
And it's going to be like I'm the booker and you guys are on the thing. So it's going to be tonight. It's going to be Biscuit and me versus Scotty and Dave. Or it's
Let's make this happen.
Me and
that
Dave.
actually sounds like an entertaining thing.
Sure does.
Episode 177.
Well, I'm going to tell you.
Sorry, Dave, you're going down.
See, I always played the heel, so I got the toughest guy next to me.
Oh yeah.
Because he's going tote the ass whooping and everything. Especially if I have to get in the ring, he's going to do most of the work. Like I'm going to come in, tote an ass whooping straight at the end.
Right.
And then get beat. But like most of the entertaining shit ain't gonna be me doing. I can't do it.
Hell no.
But I was a manager, like Jim Cornette, Jimmy Hart. I would basically wear a suit and tie, stand at ringside. They'd get guys that couldn't talk so good. And
These guys couldn't talk so good.
They'd put me on the old 70s. They'd put me with them, and I would do that, or I would do color commentary. Yeah. I hated doing play-by-play though, because I never did bother learning the moves, and when they told me to do
it's a tough job to do, man.
Oh fuck yes, it is.
Fuck that. That don't even sound like fun.
Play-by-play's tough, man. You gotta be a sport nerd to get that
for
down.
sure.
What sport do you guys think would be the hardest sport to call? And I will go first. Fucking hockey, because hockey is fast-paced as fuck.
I was thinking basketball.
Basketball is also.
Nope.
Football.
Wrestling.
Yeah, that would be hard to call.
I actually have a school that does collegiate wrestling, and all they do is turn the mic over to the whatever the floor is, and they're like, and they're yelling and screaming.
Yeah,
it's so fucking weird. I've never heard anything like it, man.
Yeah,
it's just one dude in the mic like, oh my god, he's and that's wrestling. Like I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah,
the thing that sucks about that kind of wrestling is afterward there's nothing.
Oh yeah,
there's no major league of wrestling. I mean WWE, but I mean that's not the same.
That kind of wrestling.
Yeah.
No.
Well, I mean, you go like, well, no, they took it out of the Olympics.
Did they? They took wrestling.
Did they take wrestling out of the Olympics?
Why?
No wrestling in the Olympics.
Why would they take wrestling out? That's so stupid.
That was the first one.
That was what the Olympics was like based on.
That pisses me off.
You took the original Olympic. Yeah, I mean,
that's ridiculous.
You made them get dressed. Take away the olive oil. I mean, good God,
it's ridiculous, man.
Yeah, no.
You don't watch a sport unless they're naked.
What's the amateur wrestling move that you can do where you can stick your finger up their ass? It's called like the claw.
Oh, dude, there's so many fucking amateur like high school kids Giving dudes the thumb in the ass.
I think we used to call it the Alabama hook, but I don't know. I don't know
like
what.
The rusty fish hook or something.
Rusty
like that.
trombone.
It could have been the Alabama fish hook. Now that you say fish hook,
yeah,
I think it could have been
that
the Alabama
sounds
fish
about
hook.
right.
Because what you would do is you'd reach under and you'd stick your fingers up their ass, and then you'd turn like a hook.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, ain't no man going.
That'll get him off of you real quick.
I'm tapping.
Yeah.
I'm tapping.
Yeah.
Unless I really enjoy that, I'm tapping.
Lean back into it.
Oh yeah, Daddy, give me another Hemi.
Oh,
Scott, did you know that Leanne Bauman appeared in an episode of Days of Our Lives?
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, I'm looking at a People magazine
Let's put
article
that up.
about her, man.
Oh my god.
wait, is this the bitch that got busted?
Yes.
Yeah, here's another picture of her right there.
Damn.
Wearing
She was
a
in Days
Jack
of Our Lives.
Daniels shirt.
That was in happier times, I'm sure. Yeah, so
The things go when you looks go, man.
No, man, that was about the time she wanted to kill the bitch. She just then acted on it later.
the self-described pistol-packing cheer mom of 2 teenage girls was well-connected realtor and businesswoman, yada, yada, yada.
I picked up her accident the other day. No, I'm just dude had a pistol. I'm just saying.
So this is here's the other thing that Scott knows, but you guys might not know. She's also in the Guinness Book of World Records for boat racing.
Huh.
Yeah, her
I
looks.
really thought that would have been something else.
So when did she start smoking meth?
I know, right? Well,
I know someone like that. Like you've got a lot of good things going for you. You're just like, fuck my in-laws.
Well, she was a realtor too. I mean, that's a $high market down there. At
She's
the
a
fucking
realtor
lake.
at the lake, so she probably is
She was
smoking some
making
meth.
in some money, right?
But she's a realtor after she thought she was going to be famous. That ain't like you and me becoming a realtor. And
no, you're right. You're right.
Like,
There's people in Jeff City right now that are like that. They're realtors that put on these great big extravagant internet shows.
Yeah.
I know exactly what you mean.
for sure.
Oh yeah. There's a couple of them. I watched one of them.
Conspiracy to commit murder, man.
That's fucked up.
So then they interviewed like one of her.
Oh yeah, got to throw that in there.
Oh boy, here we go.
God damn.
Her friend says.
Whoa, go back up. Go back up.
Yeah, hold up.
You ever seen that picture?
No.
It's a good one, right?
It's so stereotyped with the
Right?
little dog.
Yeah, with the little dog.
She's getting white girl basic.
She killed the dog right after the picture was taken.
No. She paid the photographer to kill the dog.
so that
Like $400.
Want to make $50?
Like, oh my god, it pissed on me.
So you want to make a quick 50
On the old zone.
Yeah, so she claimed that her friend that snitched on her was just trying to like extort her or like blackmail her.
Oh, wouldn't that be the ultimate FU? If it wasn't done for like legit reasons and she was just trying to be an asshole to get you back. Right.
Oh man.
Oh man, this is awful.
Y'all ever know those two sisters in high school that slept with each other's brother? That's what I felt like that was.
No.
You know,
Like
like
I was in high school at the wrong fucking time. You guys got all these cool ass stories. I'm like, nah.
You never knew two chicks in school that like were sisters and dated like the same dude.
No, but that's a whole category on Pornhub.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
No, but they had like in my like when I went to Elias, they had like a.
Dogs are barking.
They had
Pizza's
like this
here.
thing. It was.
Oh, you ordered pizza?
Yeah, we ordered a pie.
They called it like
Shit.
the Lodge Squad, and like a bunch of them would just go out to like this like. I think it was like
Oh,
a
dude, we should have
trailer.
the pizza man come in while we're doing this.
Dude, we tried that.
Yeah, I remember that.
Hey, baby, see if the pizza man wants to come on a podcast.
Tell him to come down.
Tell him to come down.
Y'all want me to go get him?
Let's take a break real quick while we're doing this thing. Hold that story, man.
Well, we should stay on the air if
all
his
right, we
ass
should-
comes
okay,
down
all
here.
right.
Yeah, I mean,
Fuck, he's really going.
Oh shit!
It probably
He's a
won't-
big man, but he nimble as hell.
Yeah.
Dude, he took off out of here, too. Like, wow. We tried this once at Maddie's, man. So we were doing a podcast, Dave and I both.
Hold up. If Dustin walked over, he's like, podcast? I'd be like, what?
We tried to get the pizza delivery dude on, and he was like, no.
But that was.
I feel like that's about to happen.
But in
Where'd
all
you-
fairness to the pizza man, that was at like 1 a.m. too.
That's a good
You
point.
know.
I think it was 2:30 actually.
It's 8:40.
either
It's
that-
8:45. So this guy's got no excuse.
He walks out,
I got Mike's over here.
Am I gonna get a good tip?
Dave,
I'll
Dave,
tip. That's what-
reach
that's
up,
what
turn
matters.
turn the wireless unit on right there, and I'll give the dude a mic if he comes down. I can't believe Dustin took him.
Jesus, I'm knocking shit over.
You got it, bro.
Where's it at?
It's right there, man. Push the center button.
Oh, I thought I
don't
saw
know.
somebody walk in.
Next one over. Next
I'm
one
seeing
over.
shit in your basement, bro.
Have you?
I thought I just saw
Next
somebody
one
walk
over,
in.
Dave. There you go.
You mean
Went that way.
Center button. Boom. Done.
I'm putting $5 on the pizza man not coming downstairs.
Yeah, I am too. But still,
I never carry cash, so I can't do these things. I feel bad when
if his ass comes down here, I'm tipping him at least $5.
Hey, there's the
automatically.
pizza. All right. Well, I'm on the mic right here, so if he does come down,
is Dustin coming? Where's Dustin?
He wouldn't do.
God damn it!
You got it from Domino's?
Right. Well, that pizza man just lost a good $5 tip. From
he just lost a $5
the pizza
tip.
man from Domino's. Stick a quarter in your ass because you played.
That's so funny. You know he's gonna listen now.
Hey, there you go. We're getting listened.
We are
one way or another.
We are officially not putting Domino's in the pizza eating contest.
If he Googles this address, it's going to come up, Old 77.
To be fair, the last time I ordered pizza, this guy took it to our neighbors like cattywampus.
Same guy?
Yeah. I remember the name.
Dude.
Did he kind of look like...
A dumbass?
No. Who was it?
You just saying that.
Was it Hurley from...
I couldn't see him
Three
that
Stooges?
well. No, not Curly. Hurley.
Oh,
from that Lost...
from Lost. Great big dude from Lost.
He looked kind of little.
Okay. Well, this is... It said the same name.
I love how you're out of breath, man.
I fucking ran.
You fucking ran up them stairs.
Dude, he had long gone. I got upstairs, and Mrs. Car Wash was up there.
Mrs. Car Wash.
And I was like, "Where's the pizza guy?" And then she was like, "He's already left." So.
Oh, you didn't get to talk to him?
No, I caught up.
Wait, he's calling you right now, bro. That's him.
Oh, that's my brush your teeth.
That's your brush your teeth alarm?
Yeah, you don't remember that from last time?
No, that was the pizza man. You know what? You missed your chance.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. You already broke our heart.
Put him on speaker.
Let's take a break then, Dave.
All right.
Oh, my
Fine.
goodness.
Yeah. Now that we're all depressed that the
we had
pizza
the
man
mic
couldn't
and
come
everything.
downstairs.
Let's take a break. Fuck that guy. Let's take a break and enjoy his pizza.
You know what?
We're 0 for 2 on Pizza Man joining us. I'm just saying.
Hey, that's a good point.
Just hit it from the same spot.
Hashtag domino disappointment.
Let's make it trend, fuckers.
All right, let's thank our Patreon patrons one more time, Dave.
Let's start with a big homie, Biscuit Strength.
I thought you were going to say Jeff City Paranormal Society.
No, but they too, them too.
They're the OGs, so that's okay.
Yeah.
The big homie Jamie Rector at In the Groove Records. The big homie Dub IZ with Chess Team Records.
What's up, fam? And our boy JT. And the Paranormal Son. Auckland, New Zealand.
Baby. Coming up next, folks, it's the cool down.
Cooling it down.
Yeah, back after this.
Bitches.
Hey guys, Scott here from the Old 77. I just want to take a moment and tell you about Infinite Moment Photography. I was down at the Noreen Access a couple of months ago. I was shooting bottles for the Hot Wings Challenge. Went off without a hitch. Thank you. And a big thanks goes to this guy, Rob Schaefer from Infinite Moment Photography. Rob was down at the Noreen Access taking some pictures. He had his impressive equipment out, let me tell you. The guy's got this lens it's huge. You could zoom in on the Capitol. It's like spyware lens stuff. But he got some amazing photos. I saw some of the stuff he did that day. Walked up while I was taking photos of the bottles and said, "Hey man, I gotta know, what's this all about?" So I told him about the Hot Wings Challenge. He said, "Hey, you mind if I take some? I kind of do this." And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be great." They turned out amazing. Just look at this. So a big ups to Rob Schaefer from Infinite Moment Photography. He's out of Lynn, Missouri. Find him online at infinitemomentphotography.com. You can also go to Facebook at Infinite Moment Photography. You can see some of his work, send him a message. Family, wedding, newborn, nature photos, Rob does it all, and it's amazing. Check him out online at infinitemomentphotography.com and on Facebook at Infinite Moment Photography.
Cooling it down with the old 77.
Welcome back
to
the old 77.
It's
a safe place
in
an unsafe
world. I love how this just gets more ridiculous and ridiculous with each episode. It's great. It's part of the charm of the show, right?
I straight up just started laughing. I don't know what to say here, Dave. Other than welcome back to the old 77.
Just the look on your face, Scott, is all I really need, man.
That's all I need, right?
That brings me
enjoyment.
satisfaction enough.
Oh, I'm so happy. I'm so happy.
I do want to say before we get too further on, to throw back to what we were talking about a minute ago, I do hope there are more updates to come from Jefferson City's own Tiger Queen.
Oh, the Tiger
going-
Queen. Yeah. The Tiger Queen. Oh my
Cougar
God, that's
Queen.
totally
The Cougar Queen.
Can we please call her that?
The Cougar Queen.
The Cougar Queen.
I mean, if
Hashtag Cougar Queen right here.
maybe we
Right
should
here.
maybe we should be the guys that make a documentary about her, and that's what we call it.
Dude, you know what? We know those guys that
You know
made,
she'd eat that shit up too.
She would love it. She would let us interview the shit out of her. I guarantee it.
What was the name of that movie you guys were in? Jet.
Soul Graffiti.
Soul Graffiti. Yeah.
Right?
There's Jet. He knows how to make movies.
He knows how to make movies.
We got all the tools in place, boys.
Look, Jet.
Our powers combined.
Suddenly we're the Wonder Twins.
Yeah, baby.
We're begging you, bro. You got to make this movie so we can watch it.
It's got to happen.
So
man.
we can watch it.
It's got to happen.
Would you rather fuck with making it, or would you rather watch it? Let's be honest. Like,
Ooh, I don't know, man. As a dude who likes to do all that behind the scenes shit,
I do like to do it too, but at the
I think it'd
same
be cool.
time,
I think I'd like to make it.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'd like to make that. So,
can
Jed, if you
always
do
watch it
decide
when
to
it's
make
over.
that movie, I'm back behind you, brother. I'll help you make it.
It would be fun, man.
I think that would be fucking amazing. Because that whole story, when it came out, we jumped all over that boy. And then Dave whips out that he knows her. Like, get out of
That
here.
is so great. You see Dave giving interviews about going to school.
Yeah.
Suddenly Dave's on the Channel 4 News.
Dave just
How
in
that
there
thing
with
where
his
they never
curly
look.
hair.
They never look at the camera like they're talking to you. They always look over here like they're talking to the wall. Well, we tried to tell the son bit. Like, you know what I
We
mean?
always knew something was off with her.
Hey, put me on the big screen, Scotty. I got something to share
I
with
got
you
you
guys.
right here, man.
Uh-huh. Guinness Book of World Records holder. This is the couple with the largest height difference.
Sorry.
Hold
She's
on.
tiny.
Hold on. Let me.
Oh man.
You're so tiny.
Hey, Dustin, reach
kid.
up there and grab that camera and frame that top scene in.
This one?
Yeah, there you go.
Hey,
Get Biscuit in there.
hey.
There you go. Get him in there, little center like.
Dustin, the cameraman, on the
Beautiful.
old 77.
Dustin Cameron it up on the old 77.
Yeah.
I'd do better if I wasn't intoxicated.
Oh, that's all right. That's part of the charm of the show, man. Hell,
You never know what you're gonna
We've
get.
only had a half a bottle of On the Rocks Old Fashioned.
I've never been here when we taped on a Friday, so this is pretty
Neither
cool.
have I, basically. It's been a long time.
This is the
Popping
first time in a
everybody's
long
This
time.
is a special fucking episode.
It
Oh,
is.
agreed.
On a
Agreed.
very special episode of the old 77. Yeah, check these people out, man.
Holy cow,
She's
man.
super short,
She
and the other one is
little.
super tall. Look at that. Now, earlier they
Is
were
she
walking.
really taller, or is she just like?
Oh, no, she's tall, bro.
Is she? How tall?
I don't know.
Does it
but,
say how tall she is?
But it's like a 2 3/4 feet difference.
I feel like
between
that.
the two
Oh
of
my
them.
God, look at that ass. I'm just saying.
Yep.
Okay.
I feel like
thick.
that's.
THIC.
She do be thick.
PHAT.
I
Fat.
feel like
She's
that's
a lucky
Hank
woman.
Hill's, that's Hank Hill's father as a woman.
Yeah, maybe.
Oh,
Right?
Cotton.
Only thing she's missing is a can of beer, right?
Right.
Yeah.
She had her legs blown off in Nam. She's just walking on the stumps.
She's Lieutenant Dan.
Right?
Do you guys have a preference? You like shorter chicks, hotter
Yeah,
chicks,
shorter
somewhere in the
Can't do
middle?
chickens
I
taller than me.
like the
Yeah.
short
I like
girls.
all.
yeah.
I like all of them.
I do like them all,
All
though.
of them, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't just eat one flavor of ice cream.
In the past, I was in
I'll have a face.
like most of my other girlfriends in the past have been shorter than my current wife.
Yeah.
But I've grown to love my wife too.
Okay, I don't want to go there, but I have to ask because my curiosity is just killing me at
Yeah,
this
what
point.
you
Is
wanna
this
know
a
about-
lesbian couple or?
I
or-
wondered
Yeah, no, of
that.
course
Oh my
it is.
God,
It's two
for
women.
sure.
Okay,
Look at
okay,
that.
okay. It makes sense because I've been looking at this. What I assumed
Did you
was
think the other one was a man?
at first, yeah.
At first,
no.
I thought it was a man too.
no, straight up.
I don't have a problem with that. I'm
no,
just
I'm
saying.
not saying that. I'm saying like in the thumbnail, I thought it was a dude because they're that big and I couldn't see. Then when you start seeing her moving
Sure.
and seeing her up close,
Oh my God,
the
does she have
dog
6
trained.
toes?
that's
Did
pretty
she
awesome.
have 6
Back
toes,
that,
dude?
back that up.
I don't know. You want me to?
What the shit?
No, did she? Where'd you see
That
her
does
toe?
look
No,
like
no,
a
no,
dude.
right there.
No. So go back. There was a little
yeah,
air.
you're
Yeah,
good. You're
keep
good
going
where
here.
you're at.
Keep going here.
No,
it looks
it's-
like
it's
Justin
getting ready to come up.
Timberlake.
Okay, now so get ready.
Justin Bieber from far away, and then you close in.
Eric,
see
No,
that
she's
back.
got 5 toes, bro.
No, dude, keep going. Keep going.
Oh,
She
okay,
had
there's
like her
more?
foot
Yeah, I
in
know
this
the
thing.
scene.
Getting ready to.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
they
I'll
were
pause it. I'll pause it
They
for
were
effect.
sitting on the couch.
I
for a
just
second.
caught it real
Right
quick,
here,
and it was
there,
like
right here.
that doesn't look
1, 2,
right.
3. No, it's fine.
Well, no, I mean she's
It's like the
performed
first 2 are weird.
Keep it going, bro.
It's 5, but it looks like a deck of cards that's spread out.
It did. They're just so spread out.
Yeah.
Oh my
Sit down,
God.
Biscuit.
That was
Talking
me.
about decks of cards over here. Let's calm yourself.
Well, I thought for sure she had 6 toes. So get the fuck out of here.
Well, something was
wanted to
off,
believe it.
definitely. Like,
Well, she obviously is a little person, you know.
well, good for them that they look how fucking like able she is. Like, she doing all this shit.
Dude, I want a dog to do that for me.
All I care about is that they're happy, man.
To open doors.
So would you have a dog at your house if all it did was sit at your door and open the door for you?
No.
or fetch you beers?
Still wouldn't.
No?
It's got to do something cooler than that.
So what does it got to do at
I
your
don't know.
house?
I've never actually really thought about that.
Suck your dick?
No. You don't want your dog doing that. That'd be like a baby calf or something, right?
There's a story. I don't know how true it is. There was a story going around in my local hometown about some woman in Mississippi where
Fucking
I'm
an
from.
ostrich?
No.
Allegedly.
She used to come home and put peanut butter on her twat, and the dog would lick it off. And then,
Oh, the Scooby-Doo thing.
yeah, and then one day, like, they were having a surprise party for her.
Oh, no.
She came home, dropped
It
trowel.
really was
lathered,
a surprise.
Lathered
Yeah.
the creamy
This is a true
Jif.
story. This actually
I
happened?
don't know. It's been told.
Probably.
It's been told to me like it's a true story, but
So I've always heard that story, that exact story, as like Velma from Scooby-Doo. She lathers up some peanut butter on her cooter. Here comes Scooby. Come gnaw, you know, and it's a victimless crime.
who do you think's hotter, Velma or Daphne?
Dude, Velma, 900%.
What do y'all think?
She does have that goofiness to her, but I'm a fan of redheads.
I'm gonna
I'll
go
give you
I'm gonna go
that. I'll give
Daphne.
you that, dude. I am too.
Can I
but
tell you? Can I tell
in
you?
that case, Velma.
Some statistics here.
Please do, man.
With my experience,
Don't you ruin my opinion.
Why do you
with
think
your
people turn into
facts.
this show, man? It's because
Right.
of the statistics.
with my experience only.
50% facts.
With my
I ain't
experience,
putting
only.
nobody. I ain't trying to offend nobody, but this is just my experience. Chicks that look like Daphne tend to just kind of lay there like a starfish.
For sure.
And chicks that look like Velma though,
They got shit to prove.
oh man,
They're burning some calories, bro.
Yay.
Dave just said
I'm
it.
tell you that algebra works in that motherfucker somewhere.
Yeah.
Go get that Pythagorean theorem.
I don't even know what you said, but I'm behind you, kid.
Yeah,
Literally.
man.
If she knows rocket science, she could be a rocket queen.
Dude, she solves mysteries. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
She's already seen through my bullshit, but here I am tapping it, so...
What'd it be? You
Right
know what
on.
you were getting into.
Because I'm going to tell you something. There ain't no such thing as a woman that can't get whatever she wants. Like we're just going
For sure.
Dude, I've said that before, man. That's totally... I agree
There
with
is
that.
no such thing. Every woman, any woman, got
Now-
to do is go outside and go, you, and some man's going to be, oh, me?
I'm not saying...
Oh, shit.
I'm not
He's
saying
straight in
these...
his
My
shirt.
time, coach.
Right. I'm not saying these women are
Getting in the
doing
game.
things above board, because I've had this conversation with a girl I work with, and she's like, that's bullshit. Girls can't do that. And I'm like, oh, please. And she's like, oh, so a girl can go into her job. And I'm like, whoa. Okay, so there's where we have to draw the line.
now
For sure.
She can't go into her job and do it, but she can go up to a dude who has enough money and throw her shit his way, and if he gets hooked,
no job.
you just
Oh,
bypass
for
that tier and
sure.
you jump that tier, right? That's for the lower class. Yeah, we don't deal with that.
I've been hoping that happened to me. I'd marry some fucking rich man in a heartbeat.
Oh my God,
Don't
you're
you?
fucking right.
Same.
I got
There's
you.
some
right.
rich dude all
Dude,
day.
if I could get the the version of Oprah pregnant, hell yes.
Scotty, I know you and we love our dogs, right?
Oh God, yeah.
Dustin, I know you have a cat, right?
I love all animals.
You love
Biscuit
all
hates animals.
Biscuit
Fuck your
hates animals.
No,
He
I
kills
don't
them
hate
usually on site. So
eats them.
so there's this
He
company.
bends them.
That makes sense.
There is a company called BarkBox who is paying people to get tattoos of their dog
Oh fuck that.
on
No,
their
thank
body.
you.
They're paying like $150.
I love my animal, but no.
So they posted this thing on Instagram. It says, in honor of National Dog Day, we want to pay for your dog tat. We love you wacky tatted folks so much that we want to make more of you, specifically 100 more. If you want to be jabbed with a needle to show the world how much you love the dog, your dog, click on the link and find out how to do it on our dime.
On Park's dime.
Yeah, man. I would do that. Fuck
You
it, I
know,
love my
if
dog.
I'm
I would
doing
tattoo
that-
my
It's
dog.
a dog. It's acceptable.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm not
get
going to
it.
be pressured into doing that, but if I do something like that, I don't know, like maybe get a Taco Bell tat or something,
dude,
and then I get free Taco Bell forever. That'd
You
be
can actually
alright.
do that. That's actually a thing
Yeah.
to where like you can Get tattooed.
Yeah.
Hashtag Mountain Dew, Taco Bell, Baja Blast.
Whoa, hold up, because I'm about to buy a house. You telling me if I go spend $150 and get a Taco Bell tattoo, I can be eating Taco Bell
No. Like
every
they will
week
pay
and not be fucking with
you.
groceries?
They like sponsor you to have their tattoo. Like if you go get it tattooed and you
Yeah.
have to have it visible, just like you can put a sticker on the back of your car and people will pay you for that shit.
There are people who have literally like sold out their body and put companies' logos
Does that
and
mean
websites
you have like
and
right
shit
over
on.
your forehead and shit?
I don't know.
Yeah, there are people that have done that. Yeah, that they have.
What did you say?
I won't do the face.
Google
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
No.
Google it.
What should I type into the Google here?
Into the Google.
While Dave is Googling that, I just want to
Getting-
say my Twitter handle is @DustinBurcham. You can contact me there, preferably, or you can send me an email at gunsonradiopod@gmail.com. Yeah, and not going to give my phone number out, but
No,
you should
don't do
be
that.
able to get me
867-539,
via
ask for Jenny.
email. And if anybody out there pays,
All right, Scotty,
I'll hear you out.
put me
I'll
back.
hear you out.
Put me back
Or call up the listener line.
at 573-246-0779. Give us
Dave's
a call,
got that
folks.
shit like
Did you
just
need to
right
make
there,
that
top
into
of
a
mind.
song?
Maybe
You know, it
that's
doesn't-
what I'll get tattooed on me.
You know, it's
The listener
unfortunate.
line number.
Sure.
I got on the internet and tried to figure out something that would spell.
Yeah.
Nothing.
No.
Nothing. It's the only phone number I've ever seen. I got nothing.
That spells nothing.
And the best thing we got is 077. In
That's the
there
only
somewhere.
reason I picked it, because it had 77.
077, I think.
All right, so guys, it's true. You can get paid to get tattoos on your body. Want to get paid tattoos on your body? To get
Top
paid?
10 places to try. Oh my God.
If you like getting inked, this is a great way to make money. It's easy. You won't need any experience or qualifications, and you might score yourself some free tattoos in addition to a
you're
nice
not gonna do
paycheck.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah.
So this is my apprentice. He just started last week.
Oh, nice.
You about to get ink.
You about to get ink, son.
Dude, you could buy like a tattoo gun off Amazon and just start inking.
Oh, bullshit, dude. I can go down to the bin store and get a tattoo gun and some partially used tattoo ink.
True, that is fucking awesome.
Davey,
There's a term for it. It's called skinvertising.
Oh,
See?
God.
Did I tell?
Davey, didn't you say you used to work at the prison?
I did, yeah.
Then you maybe pick up a technique or two.
Yeah, about tattoos. Yeah, dude. In that factory that I worked in, I'm pretty sure there was an inmate that stole some ink from the factory to get a tattoo
to do some
tatting
with.
on himself or his friends. Yeah.
Do they gotta like put it up against the skin and do the old?
They would make tattoo.
tap it.
They would make tattoo machines out of like fucking Walkmans,
Like
they,
the fucking
they,
Yakuza,
CD
the old
players?
lady
they
doing
would,
the
no,
tap, tap, tap.
No.
I'd get a tattoo like that. Always wanted to.
Me
That's
too.
the only one I would be like,
Now
I
the
kind of
question-
want to do that.
The question is, would you get a Taco Bell tattoo?
Her tapping the Taco Bell in there, like really,
really?
came all this way for that.
You
like,
fucking-
fuck, you ain't right. I
Okay,
did.
we're going to tap in Taco Bell now.
You fucking Americanos. Fucking Americanos. Yeah. No, but they would make tattoo machines out of like Walkmans because they still had Walkmans. You know.
Yeah, because the tape spins. And
Yeah, that's what they. I can't give you the details, but I know they would use Walkmans to make tattoos.
Okay, that makes
Anything
sense.
with a motor.
Yeah, it's the
motor.
motor. It's the
That'll
motor.
run.
Somebody
Yeah.
with an engineering degree has killed somebody at some point and figured this shit out.
Oh, long ago.
You don't
my
even
friend.
need an engineering degree, man. I've seen the most fucking ingenious dudes from the street. You see that one weed smoker who can take an apple and two PVC pipes and make shit into something?
Have you ever wanted to
Oh yeah,
smoke
I
weed out of an
am
apple?
that.
Have you
smoker.
ever?
Oh, I've definitely smoked weed. out
Don't
of an
worry,
apple.
bro. You
How
give me
is
an
it?
apple and this and a fucking
good.
tin foil and a tin can.
Have you ever smoked weed out of an apple, Scott?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I've done that a lot.
I've had
You
a-
never done that?
I've had
No.
a soda can.
Oh, soda can. That was like
Oh,
the
yeah.
first time I ever tried
Oh,
weed
yeah.
was through a soda can.
I'm pretty sure a soda can was handed to me one of the first times.
Oh yeah, my first time was in a bottle with tin foil at the top of it. But
Yeah.
I did graduate to the soda can because I figured that was easier. But man, when I just do the apple hack is so simple because an apple is a natural filter.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And it doesn't taste like fucking metal on.
Dude,
and
it's
fire.
so
And
fruity. It's ridiculous.
I was gonna say, do
Yeah.
you get a lot of the apple?
It
I've
is
smoked out of an
so
orange.
good.
I've smoked out of an avocado.
How would it be with an
I've,
orange since it's so?
It was
Tin-
citrusy.
You probably had to put some tin foil down. wouldn't
Yeah, dude, I used to know this dude. His little brother was like, I swear to God, the fucking MacGyver of herb.
Yeah.
He could do anything. He'd be like, no worries, man. Let's get a fish tank pump, a fucking key.
Paperclip.
Yeah, he was a paper clip and like 6 rolls rolls of tinfoil, bro. I got you.
I've smoked out of the fish tank.
I've made bongs out of less, bro. Trust me. You know.
I'm going to tell you something. The fish tank bong will fuck you up.
Yeah, you don't do. I saw this dude one time make a gas mask bong. It was the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen.
I've done the gas mask.
And we had this when I was a kid. I'm talking like 18 to 25. So we had this. It was a hookah, and it was Chef from South Park singing a song.
Nice.
And it had this bell bowl on it. This bell was fucking enormous. And we had this dude one time roll up, and he was like, "Hey, guys, what you guys doing? You got Chef over there?" And he's like, "Yeah." My buddy pops up and goes, "We need to have a 6-pack minimum." This dude straight up rolled with us all night long, and he burnt through at least a half pound of weed, man. We rolled so much. Fuck. He was growing his own, though, at the time, so no problems.
Fuck it.
Didn't matter,
he didn't care.
man.
He didn't care.
Didn't matter.
It was all dirt shit from, God knows where. But, yeah, man, I never forget that night.
I used to have a friend I did a vlog with right before COVID, and wink and hint if anybody out there, because she wouldn't want me saying who it was. But if you know my shit, I used to do a vlog. Then
we're doing a deep dive into you now.
No, I'm just saying this is the chick. Because I used to work with her, but then she retired, so that's why I'm more brave to tell the story. Her default,
I know who you're talking about now.
Her default way of smoking weed was with a gravity bong.
Oh God!
And some fucking college kid showed her this fucking trick,
and that was her default.
And that became the only way she smoked. So like and I'd be like, finally, I was like, look, I can't come over here every day after work and do a gravity bong every day. At some point, we gotta smoke like grown-ups here.
Sign me up, Scotty.
Yeah, man. I was gonna say
I'm going in, Captain.
That was a buddy of mine back in college. He went to school in St. Louis somewhere.
If it was my house, yeah, I probably could. But then I got to drive home.
Oh,
she
yeah.
She didn't let me sleep. I slept on the couch a couple of times. She gave me some edibles one night.
That was my buddy in STL.
Nobody told me. She gave me a fruit by the foot. You remember that?
Oh, dude, I have fruit by the foot in my pantry right now. I love that shit.
Well,
but it's not edibles, though.
This was edibles, and it was a whole fruit by the foot edible.
Holy shit.
And I tore the paper off like you do a fruit by the foot because I thought it was just a fruit by the foot.
Mama didn't raise no bitch, that's why.
I was going to eat that fruit by the foot.
Yeah, I ate the whole thing in one sitting every time since I was little. I tear it, and ain't that fucking, that big.
Oh,
I tore the paper
come on,
off
that
of
ain't
it,
shit.
And then
Let's be
went,
honest.
And I took the whole thing. I was like, that's good. And then
she was like, "Oh
and
yeah."
She went, "Oh shit."
And while I was doing that,
the whole thing.
She was packing the gravity bong.
Oh fuck.
And I was drunk.
And you just had that edible.
And
oh my god.
And because I thought when I got drunk, I'd be over here. I'd leave at about 10 o'clock. Time for the the booze to do their thing, go away.
No. This was like 2 a.m.
The girl that was hanging out with us, she had just got married, and her husband was coming over, and she was a friend of mine. So this was the first time I was going to meet her husband. He came over. I have no recollection of another motherfucker.
I don't know who the fuck he was.
And he was there the whole time. The only memory I have is like you ever watch Doctor Who?
Oh yeah.
No, actually I haven't.
Well, you have, so you know what I mean. I'm laying on the couch, falling through the Doctor Who tunnel, and then all of a sudden, I've got to pee so bad that there ain't.
Dave can relate, I'm sure.
It makes sense to me. Yeah, it makes sense.
Well, you know when you hold it in like for so long, eventually you got to do this.
Yeah.
So I get up. And all of a sudden, that bathroom was as far away as your bathroom is right now.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden, I saw that bathroom like in the movies, like get way the fuck.
Oh, it just zoomed out.
Zoomed the fuck
like
out.
tunnel vision.
Now I'm over here holding on to the wall like a kid in a maze, and I'm trying to get over to it. And now here's the worst part: when it come time to pee, I'm watching the bowl, and it's going like in a round. And then around, and I'm
he
going,
pisses like this.
No, but now I'm at somebody else's house. But I was just stoned. I wasn't too. I've never been a fucked up and shit on your fucking carpet kind of guy.
Oh yeah.
Like
that's good. Yeah.
I mean,
that's why I have shit carpet down here. All right.
But so I'm trying to aim it, and I realize there is no aiming, so I have to go all by feel. So I get my legs to where I can feel my thighs touching the bowl, and I do the dangle and point like when you got that boner that won't go away.
Yeah, I've been there.
You know what I mean? Where you just have to straddle the bowl and point the boner down.
Yeah.
I don't have the boner, but that's the only way. And I can't even hold my penis. So I've got a hand on each wall, my junk dangling down, and I hear it hitting the water, and I'm judging by the pitch.
Yeah,
Ooh, that's cold.
I'm judging by the pitch.
He's over there tuning a piano.
And by the way, I didn't spill a drop either. So
My man.
Later on, I start dating a girl.
Yeah.
Later on, I start dating a girl, and she's like, "Why didn't you just sit down?"
Well,
I'm a man.
I was like, "Well,
I like
fucking
to
didn't
sit
think
down.
of that."
where were you?
I like to
Where
sit
were you
down
when I
because it
needed
proves
you?
I'm a dude, right? Look at me. I'm sitting down and peeing. I can also stand up, but I'm choosing to sitting down.
Oh, because you have options?
Yeah.
So look at
I
me.
sit down with a pee.
I
Ain't
enjoy a
nothing
good
much
sit
about
pee.
me.
Unless
from
I buy
time
her
to
a
time.
shiwi.
No.
Do you want a shiwi?
I feel like there's going to come a time where I'm going to have no choice but to sit down and piss.
Oh, yeah.
And when
Might
that
as well
time,
get used to
yeah,
it.
Well,
well,
you
when
know.
that time comes, though, I'll have my fill of that while I still can go in the wild like God intended.
That's what I'm saying. You just walk outside at that point if you can't, like...
I did when I
just
lived in the
drive.
country. there was a spot behind the shed
Oh,
past
yeah.
the house.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I go out there every morning,
I pee,
smoke a joint.
I
take a
pee off my back porch daily.
Don't go around my air conditioning unit.
Sometimes.
I'm just saying. Because
Sometimes
my
off my
boy
front
and
porch.
myself both hit it.
Ooh, boy.
He's worse than me.
That's part of why I left the country and moved to Jeff City. Once they cut all our trees down and people started moving the fuck in, what's the
Them
point?
bastards.
What's the point of living 30 minutes from anywhere when there's other fucking people?
100% agree, dude.
That's one of the weird things about
Rude.
Jeff City, though, because you can, like, literally be in the middle of town on 179 and you're near Runge or whatever, you know, and you think you're in the country, but there's...
You ever pissed on the Runge? Be honest.
Oh, yeah. Of course
Me
I
too.
have.
Yeah, you get stuck
you
in the
ever
middle of a
pissed on the
trip.
I've
I
actually...
don't go there very
I've
often.
thought about
like,
it.
I've been
I've
there
pissed on
maybe
the
a
Runge.
handful
I'm going to be
of
honest.
times,
I
and
thought
no.
about dropping a deuce there one time.
Dude, shitting,
Way out in the middle of nowhere. Like
shitting in
I
the
don't-
woods is the best thing.
Fuck, dude, I don't know if I'm going to make this or not.
Okay,
Yeah.
so Biscuit, when you shit in the woods, what do you use to wipe with?
Oh, dude, I'm always prepared.
Oh, you
I
got
get the
you-
feeling
you-
you're
you boy-
hiking with, like,
Yeah,
you know...
your boy's always rolling.
you got toilet paper on hand.
Always.
Okay, so you
Oh,
know.
No, I do paper towels because
You
I like.
never
I like
sacrifice a sock.
No.
I've sacrificed.
Oh,
a sock.
hell yes.
I had.
You can't be a man in this current world if you
Socks are
haven't
expensive.
sacrificed a sock.
I can't help it. I'm prepared.
Look,
I'm just
man,
using some poison ivy, man.
I never throw away a mismatch. You know, socks come in a pack, so I never
Yeah.
throw away a mismatched socks because I might lose one that kind of looks
Of
like it,
course.
and I
Sure.
can wear those for a
Yeah.
little while. When COVID came and we had that TP shortage, I was so glad I had that box of random stray socks that didn't mean because that
Wasn't
was.
that the craziest? People just
That was
Stockpiling
stupid.
stocking up
shit.
on
That was
shitter paper.
stupid.
Dude, I switched to a bidet as soon as
It's
they
better.
become affordable. I switched to bidet, and when I started using a bidet, I never went the fuck.
You know,
back.
he's on to something because,
I
like,
agree.
once COVID hit, all of a sudden I started seeing bidets everywhere.
Dude, I'm gonna tell you. Have you tried it? You know,
No.
dude, I'm gonna tell you. Swallow your pride and get a bidet. It
I
change your
don't
life.
Oh,
want,
no.
I
Yeah.
don't want one.
You will
I
not
do.
shit like
I
a
don't-
poor man ever again. I promise you. Once you get used to not wiping your own ass, oh my God, the
You
world.
can still dab it though.
It's like the world is your
yeah,
oyster
thinking-
now.
So
The world
Biscuit-
is your oyster
I'm with
now.
you, man. I'm ready to convert.
Like your
Dude,
little shit
I'm telling
oyster.
and they're
or-
$40, dude. You can get them at Walmart. 20, I think. You can probably get them at Walmart.
and it's
$20.
just like
Dude,
it's just,
20 bucks.
it's just
Come
an
on now.
it's just an attachment, right? That
Yeah,
you put in your
it's-
regular
yeah,
toilet.
clean
It
tank.
takes like
Yeah.
10 minutes to attach. You turn off the water. You hook the hoses where they go. You turn the water back on, and you're done.
Yeah.
You sit down and wash your asshole. I mean, now the first couple of times,
I'm
it's
setting a
going to
reminder
take.
right
it's going
now.
to take some getting used to.
That first time, is it like, oh, hey, oh,
That
oh.
first time is
Yeah.
like, whoa, shit, what have I done? And then after that, after that first time though, when you start to learn your angles, that's where it's at. When you learn how to tilt and get it in there,
You get that stinky lane.
because it ain't like in the movies. You ain't gonna spray for like 2 seconds. You turn
Right.
on the water, you find a YouTube
Right,
video.
you let it hit
You
for a
turn on
bit.
the old 77.
Get a good 2.5 hour spray going on.
I get at least a 3-minute spray. If I'm in a hurry, maybe one, and I'll finish up the white job.
dude.
It's like
But even with the water, it
That's
makes
a lot
it,
of activity on the whole, man.
But by God, dude, it takes up. I was a half a toilet paper a shit kind of guy. I wipe my butt, but I was a
fold or
clean
what?
ass.
Did you used to?
I rolled over my hand.
Oh yeah, that's what I do. Yeah,
and then I come up in here, and I got up in there, and
did you ever break through once?
No.
Oh,
no, I mean all the time.
I mean,
all
I did.
Yeah.
Are you an aggressive wiper?
Oh, sometimes.
Really?
So I like to do the fold like Dustin said,
sure.
right? And then I use the middle two fingers, right? And so I gotta like whoo when I come up in there. And sometimes, if it's a lesser grade quality paper, I'll break right on through and touch the.
Because if you just press and wipe, you're gonna wipe it all the way up your ass crack, and you don't want that.
That's what I'm trying to teach my kids not to do right now. Because sometimes they wipe and they just have spread it everywhere else.
We're having this conversation on the old 77.
Now tell me, how is that worse than using water? Because you know what it is. It ain't that the shit is smearing on your ass as it comes out. That's a little bit of it, but not very much. What's happening is it tapers off, and then it gets so heavy that it breaks and falls in the toilet, and it leaves behind this little nugget.
That little stalactite.
And all you're doing with the water is it's power washing that little nugget and knocking it loose. And then it's rinsing off the residue that it left behind. It ain't shooting up into your sphincter and tickling your throat or anything like that.
No, man, but I'm
cleaning the inside
It's
out.
not that. It's what I'm worried about is the after effects. Because, like, I've wiped my ass with aloe before, and it's just, like, gliding back and forth. And I'm afraid if it's too clean.
Take one sheet. And
Here's the thing.
But I'm afraid if it's too clean, I'm just going to, like...
Squeaky cheeks.
Squeaky cheeks it over like. Hey, Dustin, what's going on over there?
That ain't never happened. Because see, afterward, you still use toilet paper. It's just you use toilet paper to wipe, and then when you're wiping with toilet paper, it's just water. Like at that point, you look and make sure you're getting it clean.
Dustin, you need to have Scott come over and use the bidet
on the radio. Yeah,
let me show you how to use this, man.
I'll do it, bro. We've got wireless. We've got a wireless.
We'll do a remote in my apartment with all of us crammed in the bathroom.
Dude, that's like the equivalent of like
stick two of us in the shower.
That's the equivalent of a bunch of teenage kids getting together and trying on the same condom, right? Yeah. No, dude, my dick's fit bigger than yours. Oh my God, here, try it.
If you're watching this highlight on the YouTube version of this show, leave us a comment right now. Let us know. Do you want to see us do an episode where Scotty has to use the bidet?
Could you shit in front of a group of people?
My God, I'd watch it just to see his reaction.
Yeah, me too.
We won't put a camera in there, but there's definitely going to be a microphone.
No, you could get
if we got a wireless, absolutely, I'll do that.
We can send Mrs. Car Wash in there to interview you like on the spot, like Joe Rogan in the UFC.
All right, Dustin, we've got to come up with a different nickname. Don't call me Mrs. Car Wash.
No, I love it.
I love Mrs. Car Wash.
Yeah, that's not going anywhere, Andrea. You've been outvoted, bitch.
Those are the ones that stick the most.
I love Mrs. Car Wash.
That is such a great name. I love it.
I love the fact that he found out my nickname in like high school was Scotty Car Wash, and then he's just running with it.
Dude, that is the greatest name ever.
It's so smooth, right?
It does.
Yeah,
it rolls off the tongue.
It does roll.
So I have a friend that lives down in Washington, Missouri, and they have Wash and Mow Blues Festival, and I had something one day up, and he goes, "What is that? What is that?"
So the license plates on my car used to be the company car. It was Wash and Mow 1. Everybody's like, what the hell is that? I'm like, oh, that's a company car. And we'd jump into it like all, 6 of us, all my friends. And we would just drink ridiculous amounts of alcohol and cruise in the country and smoke weed. And one time we jumped I can't believe I'm telling this. One time we jumped it was one of those... So it's out in the country,
like
and
a terrace.
No, the road comes up and it kind of peaks, and then there's like it's like a railroad, right? And so the tracks are coming by. We fucking come flying down, boy. And my buddy was rolling a J and like had papers and shit out, and we fucking hit that thing and jumped, and he fucking everything jumped and fell in the floor and everything. I didn't even think anything of it until like a couple days later because my other buddy spilt water and beer and everything in the floor, and I had little sprouts in my back seat.
That is awesome.
Oh, shit, man.
So yeah, that's what I remember. The old company car.
Is this how you guys met?
R.I.P.
No. I met her at 25.
Which time?
I was a lot cooler then.
Because the first time I met him, I was like 13 years old, and...
Are you Scotty Car Wash from the radio?
I was 16. No, I wasn't in radio yet. I was. She was a friend of my cousin's, and they were walking. Like her and all of them were having like a sleepover, and they were walking upstairs or.
No, we were
walking to the park.
upstairs, dude.
You were walking to the park. Sorry,
Yeah, we
half
were
a
walking to
bottle
the
of
park,
Dr.
and she's like, "Can you give us a ride?" And so I'm pretty sure there was like 6 or 7 of us, and we all
had
crammed
kids laying
into
on their
his
laps
car.
and shit. Yeah.
We went around the corner on 2 wheels. Swear to God. And then fast forward like what, 7 years? Yeah, because I
At
was
least.
a junior in college when.
I met her later through a friend, and
Because all my friends were turning 21.
Hey man, why don't you hook me up with that friend of yours? She's like,
Have you ever had a friend so heavy in your car that it made it hard to turn?
Oh yeah.
Like I haven't had that in more modern cars, but with my old Cutlass Supreme, it used to do that.
Do you remember the old Geo Metros, little 3-cylinders?
Oh, of course. Yeah, real pieces of shit.
Oh, POSs,
Yeah,
man.
yeah.
So me and I had a friend in high school. She had one of those, and me and my buddy Brock and my buddy Todd. So I'm talking like 3 dudes who were like 250, 260 each a piece, along with her, who was probably a good $175, all in this little Geo Metro, rolling down the fucking
Looking like
road.
a clown car.
Right, right.
So when did you guys meet again then? Like you said you were like what, 6? Like, I don't remember.
No, I was 13 when I first met him. And the second time I met him, I was 21. We're going to be 21.
I just want to say she was legal when we had sex the first time. So you're welcome.
That's all that matters.
Yeah,
at the end of the day.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
What can I say?
But he saved me from. I'm that girl that attracts the old losers at
my
the bar, like the
God.
toothless wonders.
Do you ever?
And
Do you?
we were at this place called the Depot in Nokomis, and
This is how
my
I
best
bagged
friend
her.
at the time. She was turning 21. I was a week after
Yeah.
her. And I'm sitting there at the jukebox trying to find something, and this toothless wonder comes up.
Boy, she's being generous.
And he's trying his might to like talk to me. And Scott happened to be standing off to the right of me. And I didn't really know him all that well, but I was like, "Save me, save me!"
She just looked at me, and I was like,
Please.
"Baby, there you are. I've been looking all fucking
And then he just like
over for
pulled
you."
me to him, and I'm like, as he pulls me over, I'm like, "Thank you, Jesus."
Yeah.
And then I don't think I talked to him
named Scott.
again for a while.
No.
And then
Yeah,
at
but be
this
honest. Be honest. Did that turn you on when you did that?
No.
What was it? Was it the
okay.
rescue move?
Sorry, Scott.
I actually
hey,
like
man,
this
I got her
friend
now,
Todd.
so
I
fuck
thought
That's
he
all
was
that
a lot
matters.
cuter. I was shallow.
So was he just rescuing you from this awkward
He
situation
was
that he knew
rescuing
you
me
were
from
in?
this awkward situation.
I've
but
done
then,
that before.
Like,
That's a
my next best friend, her birthday was in April, so then we came back to our podunk town and had another like beer fest.
And the same fucking old dude.
No. At this point in time, I think I had started to kind of like Scott at this point in time, because I remember his buddy Todd. I looked back and he's like, "Just ram your tongue down his throat," and I was very shy, very
She'd be
shy.
hugging me, and my buddy Todd be like,
It
We
wasn't
all
long
know
after we
that,
started
buddy.
dating.
Yeah, we've all had that, buddy.
"Like, come on, man.
Yeah, do it,
All you need to know, bro."
dude.
oh, that's funny.
Okay, so
Mrs. Car Wash.
it
I
wouldn't
love
be
that.
an episode of the old 77 if we didn't talk about some weird shit.
And get weird.
Please, let's get weird, Dave.
So,
God, I've been waiting to get weird with you, Dave.
Scott, I think you sent this article to me, right?
Oop, wrong button.
Congress admits
Oh, yeah.
So, Dustin, you need to read this.
This happened within the past 3 days.
Congress admits UFOs not man-made. Says, quote, threats increasing, quote, exponentially.
But that's not exactly the way that's the headline. So the way it was is they were coming up with like funding options, and so they were asking Congress as a whole when they were voting on the bill, like, well, if this isn't man-made, like, what can it be? And everyone basically come up with fucking aliens. So Congress admitted that aliens are out there.
So they're trying to come up with like categories basically, and so
That's the first. You know,
yeah.
They've never done that before.
So Congress made 2 startling claims. The first is that, quote, cross-domain transmedium threats to the United States national security are expanding exponentially. The second is that it wants to distinguish between UFOs that are human in origin and those that are not, quote, temporary non-attributed objects or those that are positively identified as man-made after analysis will be passed to appropriate offices
Human
and should
in
not be
origin.
considered under the definition
Get the
as
fuck outta here.
identified aerospace undersea phenomenon. So they're talking about USOs too. Have you ever seen any, like, there's a video
There's tons of videos of
Well, see, here's another thing.
shit going underwater, man.
USOs don't get enough attention because there's nothing fantastic. They don't make movies about them.
No, they go underwater.
So
how
everybody's-
exciting is that?
Everybody's got
Kind
this.
I think it's pretty fucking exciting though when they're up in the air before they go down into the
Oh, I
water,
do
because
too.
we don't have some shit that can do that.
No.
We don't. I mean, nobody does. Who
They
knows
do,
what the
whoever
fuck-
they are.
Somebody
Russia
does.
might
You know, that
have
could be like fuck, dude, I hate to take it back to comic books, but it could be like some fringe country or some fringe person who's rich enough, like Elon Musk or something, who's got the money that can invest in that shit and has that.
I doubt it, man.
But man, I don't.
It would
So
make-
far, I'm just saying, no one's become Batman. So
To me,
you
it
never know.
Nobody wants to be Batman. That's why.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
It makes more sense
Superman
to me.
for life.
Fuck.
It makes more
Hey,
sense to me that somebody has
Superman
that
for
than
life, son.
just with the distance. I keep getting hung up on the distance. That's the part that I can't get over.
Well, here's what you need to consider, man. You were thinking it in terms of how humans would get from point A to point B.
No, I'm not.
But theoretically
We
speaking,
can't travel at the speed of light, and that's what I'm giving them. I'm giving them the ability to travel at the speed of light.
Yeah, but even I mean, you know, they say that nothing can travel faster than the speed of light.
Mathematically, it can't.
But actually, they've disproven that. I'll Google it to make sure that I'm not spewing out some bullshit right now.
Well,
but
NASA has a working theoretical. I'm just saying theoretical.
Theoretical.
Faster than light engine right now.
Yeah.
Okay, well, if when somebody shows me an equation that says it is possible, and I get it from a source that I believe, not
Didn't
just
Einstein say it was possible to travel at the speed of light?
he said it was impossible.
Mm-hmm.
That's what we're going by.
Yeah.
And
But here's my point, Dustin, is that we, you know,
I'm not going to believe like the Daily Wire before I believe Albert
God,
Einstein.
no. God, no.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
no, I get that. No,
some internet article. I'm not gonna
Some
trust.
clickbait over Einstein,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
The most fucking genius person ever, you know?
But
That's why I said if you can get me a credible, what I feel like is a credible story, and I don't dismiss. I believe there's aliens.
Yeah.
I believe 100% aliens exist.
we have the hubris of the human.
Yeah.
Like, you know, to
I
believe
think
that
there's
we're
other
it.
humans out there.
Absolutely.
but I'm just saying,
But not
like,
a Bigfoot.
But I'm just saying,
I don't know,
Nope.
man. I think Bigfoot is real.
Thank you.
Hide and go seek champ.
I'm just saying that you're.
However many years running now, I swear to God.
I'm just saying that you're assuming that they would get from point A to point B the same way that we do, but like already we're pretty sure that these things called wormholes exist, where you
Well-
can travel from one point of the universe to another point instantly.
That's so trippy.
So you're assuming that they are working on the same model of physics that we are, but
And you're
I
also
don't think
assuming
that's the case.
you're also assuming that they have the same base minerals that we do.
Okay, let me
If
tell
our
you
minerals were heavier, things would be a lot different.
Right.
If our base
I'll
was a
give you
heavier
that.
mineral.
But I'll tell you something else, man. Think about it like this. To be able to generate the energy, to be able to do that and get here and get there, you need to burn out a fucking star. You need to burn out a star.
But
now,
if
we
you
got,
had limitless energy potential, though, at your wherever you were, if you had a high mineral content, you know, and you
I
came
don't
up.
think anything's truly limitless, though.
But I think if this was the case, like how, but limitless. What do we
Actually-
know about limitless? What if it
actually-
was somebody who would burn out in 10,000 years as opposed to 10 years?
So-
that would be limitless to us.
So, Scott, put me on the big screen because
Gotcha,
we're
bro.
talking about limitless technology. So this just came out like a week ago, and this is in all legit sources of legit sources. So the U.S. has claimed breakthrough in nuclear fusion tech that can bring it closer to harnessing unlimited energy.
Oh, this is the fusion thing.
Yeah, this has been widely reported on all the major news sources.
I've read this several times.
And actually, according to, theoretically, whatever, I'm not a scientist, but
This is basically saying theoretically cold fusion is now possible.
and that would give us basically
And that would
unlimited
give
energy.
us, limitless energy.
Yeah.
But if a thing comes up to us and dumps off a fucking exhaust of waste or something that has the same kind of energy and the same burning ability as our own fucking sun, we're fucked, and nobody should be excited about that.
Oh, no.
No, I'm
So
not
the
saying
fact-
it's a
no,
good
no,
thing.
Like, if they are getting
I've lived a
here,
good life.
we do need to get rid of them before they scoop up that sun or drop off their waste.
But see, this is also
But-
one of the issues. Like, as an advancing civilization, we've came up with this philosophy, we've came up with this science, and we have the theory, and it's working relatively. It's in the implementation. If we fuck it up and we blow ourselves up, Like, it's not going to do us any good. But we're at that stage now where I swear we're almost able to stand on our own as a civilization. But we have to be able to control what we have. If we can't, and we keep playing around with it like kids, like, oh, this cold fusion, we can blow shit up. They got the beer cans over there.
But we don't have the technology to create something to contain it.
Exactly. If we have the theory and we have the way to implement it, we just don't have the smarts and the level of sophistication to maintain it.
Or the anywhere to put that much fucking energy, because this is Earth, and
yeah, but
that's another thing.
But look, China has made stride. China is trying to create an artificial sun.
China's already done this,
and they have been pretty.
They've done this
pretty successful with it. That's what they're calling it, is an artificial sun, but it's a fusion reactor. Yeah. So, dude, I don't think we're that far away from unlimited energy. But here's where the conspiracy theorist in me comes in. Imagine how fucking Amron UE would feel if we could all get energy for free. Right? They're going to find a way to
they're already pissed about it. You're a Missouri
possible.
resident. Don't try to get solar.
Right.
Because they won't pay you for it.
Oh, they make it hard.
Yeah, they make it hard to get solar in Missouri.
Everywhere, from what I hear.
Tough shit. I'm getting solar.
I would like to get solar, but
I'll put it the fuck up and then suck my asshole because I bought this house, not you.
There you go, bro. I like your spirit.
But you know what? There's something to that, man.
Yeah. No, I like your spirit. No, man, I'm just saying I think there's different ways to get from point A to point B than we have necessarily even conceived at this point.
I believe that. I'm not so cocky to believe that we've done it all, but I do believe that we've got some pretty good people out there that know a lot more than me that have
more than me, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
That have created truths of the universe that have so far been unbroken.
Yeah.
When some of those truths get broken.
When you think about what's already been out there, like they had cell phone technology in the 1800s.
Who's going to want to sit on this little ass spaceship for, I don't know, 70, 80 billion years while they drive over here?
But again, you're assuming they're traveling in a straight line.
Yeah, you're assuming they're using
I don't think that's how they're doing it.
Of travel.
Yeah. I don't think that's how they're doing it.
I think they have something far more sophisticated than we have.
Yeah.
And even if, like, I've said before that, like, all the grays and stuff, you know, that they always say, like, what if those were, like, little you know, meat drones that you send out?
Well, what benefit would they have from coming here? What fuck would they give?
Nothing right now.
So
Absolutely nothing right now, because we're too busy squabbling and fighting with each other.
So
but they see potential in us. Or they are so depleted in DNA, and their DNA line is so depleted that they need us to replenish their society.
Listen, man, as many horny dudes as there is out there, and the way the internet works and shit, I am 100% this 3-eyed fucking 16-legged bitch could put up a Tinder account, and there wouldn't be no problem. Because there ain't no female gonna have a problem getting
not on
some
Earth.
man.
That's why they come here, right?
So if you read any book about people that have this experience, whatever you want to call it, these people that claim to have been abducted by aliens.
Right.
I'm not saying it's real, but if you read any book from anybody that's ever studied it,
that's exactly
the
what
most
they talk
common
about.
thing that happens. They get taken on these ships. You know, there's examinations that take place, but if you're a woman, they extract eggs. If you're a male, they extract sperm. And they've interviewed thousands of people that have this experience of being taken onto these ships and having this experience. And then at certain times, they would be taken into these rooms where there are these huge, like, fucking vats with liquid inside of them with fetuses. And then eventually, supposedly, these things are born, and these people meet these human/alien hybrid children. I'm not saying I think it's true, but I'm saying there are millions of people that claim to have had these types of experiences.
And that story has been told so many times over and over and over again that it is permeated into culture. Like, look at the X-Files.
Sure, but most
the X-Files included all of that stuff.
Sure, but most people don't know it, like, with the level of detail that I know it.
No,
with.
exactly.
You know
but
what
I'm
I mean?
saying,
look, man, I
the
can tell
thought
you
that that's there has permeated into culture.
I can tell you all about my life as a mafioso mob boss in Newark, New Jersey.
Right, me too, man.
And how I
can tell you about that time I was in Nam.
And how I had my whole crew of, let's see, Paulie, and there was Pussy, and there was
Vinny.
Don't
forget about Vin.
And I don't think there is
what
a
about
Vinny
Christopher?
in The Sopranos.
Was he there?
I mean, Christopher, yeah.
Tony.
And no, I am Tony.
No,
in this
he's
scenario.
Tony. You is Tony?
Goddamn, dude.
And dude, like that's the same thing. Like anybody can watch The Sopranos and then repeat the same fucking story.
yeah.
Why
So
is
you
it-
think all these people are just lying?
Not all of them. Maybe not at first. Maybe like the first.
What's
I
in it for
believe
them?
like the first 5 that got popular.
What's in it for them to
then
lie?
The first 5 popularity.
Well, then how
Can you name
also-
the first 5 people that this
I
happened
can.
to?
I can tell you.
Nobody this happens to makes money off of it.
I don't know their names, but yes, they did. I don't know their names, but the first ones
people
that
make
did
money
it
off this, yeah.
in the '60s, the dude and the bitch with the car. I don't remember their names.
Betty and Barney Hill.
Are you telling me
But
that
the people that get abducted don't make money from the experiences. The people
no,
that
no,
claim to know shit about it, they
Whoa,
make
whoa.
money because they sell books. But
they don't initially
And the people
make
that
money.
sell the books are the ones that help spread the bullshit to other people. They're not helping anything.
That's where it comes
And you
in.
can't ever tell who's full of shit and who's not because some people
I agree.
are charismatic.
No, there's a lot of bullshit in the UFO community. I 100% agree with that. But there are a select few people within that community that are legit, well-established, educated, tenured professors at universities that have studied this and have come to the conclusion that it's real in some sense of the word.
You can go through some kind of trauma. I'm not saying they haven't been through some kind of trauma. You can go through some kind of trauma and that memory of what happened be influenced by something and be not necessarily planted there by somebody else intentionally, and then you remember it completely different than what happened. Your memory can't be trusted in this shit.
So why does everybody remember gray aliens?
Because they saw it on TV.
Well, okay, wait.
Yeah,
So
see, man,
let's go a different route then. Okay, so everybody saw that on TV. What about the whole sleep paralysis thing where people see, a dude in a top hat? That's
Yeah.
the one that I can't get over.
I don't know.
Which is what happened to me.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so first off, as much Guns N' Roses shit as I've got around my house, I'd probably just think I'm looking at one of my Slash posters.
Slash, yeah.
Now that I could see.
Second off, I think we've talked about this on the show. It does happen to me. That happens to me all the time.
Have you ever seen any being though?
No, I've never.
Never.
Yeah.
But now I'm also trying to be fair and in the sleep paralysis thing and give the benefit of the doubt by saying, just to be fair, when it happens to me, it's when I'm in bed and I'm like asleep and shit anyway, and I don't sleep with my glasses on. So if there was something in the room, I wouldn't fucking see it.
Yeah.
And nothing's ever made a noise. Nothing's ever fucked with me.
Shit.
That's funny because I have had that and I've seen things in my sleep like that, like with sleep paralysis, and I've not had my glasses on, but I see it crystal clear.
Yeah.
And it only happens in
thinking.
periods of my life where I'm going through like a lot of stress.
You're right. That's very common. It will happen to people when they are going through difficult periods of life. Yeah.
Like when I was going through my divorce, or when it was still fresh.
Yeah, I was going
Like-
through a traumatic
like
part of
raw?
my life when it happened
Yeah,
to me.
while it was going on,
Yeah.
like I would have sleep paralysis a lot.
Yeah.
And if you guys ever heard of exploding head syndrome,
Yeah.
that sounds funny. I know.
Yeah.
I have that too. That happens.
What's that?
Right.
Enlighten me, because I don't know.
You'll
what
be
that is.
laying in bed and you'll hear you'll get just about asleep and you'll hear this bang, like somebody claying 2 iron rods together or something. And it always sounds like a plausible sound, like to me it sounds like somebody took a 2x4 and just smacked it on the table like a whoosh. And it'll wake you up, but there's no reverb when you wake up, so you know that you were dreaming it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So you just shoot straight up out of a dream?
it'll wake you the fuck up, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you actually hear it, and then
Exploding head syndrome is an abnormal sensory perception during sleep in which a person experiences unreal noises that are loud and of short duration when falling asleep or waking up. The noise may be frightening, typically occurs occasionally. It's not a serious health concern. People may also experience a flash of light.
Do you ever
Interesting.
see
I've never heard of
anything?
that before.
no, I've never. I think maybe once I've got a flash.
Yeah.
That makes sense, but that I've never seen anything because it just wakes me up, and by now, I realize the first couple of times it kind of freaked me out enough to Google it.
Yeah.
To be like, something's going on with me that ain't right. You know what I
Sure.
mean?
Oh, yeah.
My brain ain't exactly working on firing all fucking cylinders anyway, but I don't need to be adding to.
No, I get you
adding
there.
extra shit to it. So
Dave and I had this conversation when COVID hit. It was before I got vaccinated. I was telling Dave about this strange dream I had where somebody was walking out of like our bathroom and would just walk right out and be right there, and like they could touch me and I couldn't move. And one day I was just like, no, I'm tired of this, and I got up and I moved, and since then...
You had that shitty sleep paralysis demon that's that guy that really hates his job, and he was taking a shit on company time.
But you know what? If that's the case, then since that dream, I could stop my dreams, pause them, rewind them. Like I could be like Zach Morris and Saved by the Bell, pause, time out.
Yeah.
Everybody would freeze. I could like rewind the whole dream. People would like rewind backwards.
Yeah.
But then when I got vaccinated for COVID, all that shit went away. I haven't really had a dream since then.
It's crazy, man.
You might not be getting good rest because if you try lowering your core body temperature before you go to bed, you sleep warm or you sleep cold?
Yeah, I sleep cold. I sleep cold. Yeah, we have a fan, like multiple fans on. It's air conditioning. Oh yeah.
Do you do the old kick the leg out
Yeah.
to regulate the heat?
Oh yeah.
Kick the leg out? Like
Dude,
kick
I'm
the
not
leg out from under the blankets,
I'm not a
you mean?
first timer here. Come on.
Yeah, I do that.
Like you crank the temperature down into the 40s.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the 40s. No, I haven't gone that.
I don't go that.
I haven't gone that cold.
No. The 60s.
God, your fucking bill must suck, bro.
You crank the air. No, I don't do this. I maybe do this once or twice a year.
Now, when I was living at home with mom and dad, fuck yeah, I was cranking it down that low.
Of course, man.
It was 33 degrees up in that bitch.
Fucking 60, 63 or some shit. Put a good heavy blanket over you, or a weighted blanket if you have access to it.
No,
and
thank you.
Kick the one leg out from under it.
I enjoy them.
Do you have a weighted blanket?
Do you really?
Fuck yeah.
I've heard they're great.
Fucking hate them.
I've heard they're great.
Oh my god!
I just don't like them because I can't afford one I can fit under because I'm a
It's too
tall
much
guy.
bullshit. I don't need all that shit
like the
laying on
comfy.
top of me.
What size bed do you sleep in,
Fuck
Dustin?
no.
California King.
Is this California King bigger than a
Jealous.
regular king?
Oh my god,
It's longer.
yes.
Yeah,
Is it?
that's what I need, man. Because I'm not even that tall of a dude. I'm like 5'10", maybe, and
I'm 5'10"
and
too.
I think we have a king bed. And fuck, dude, like it
You
barely
see,
fits me.
I'm a single man. I sleep alone most nights. and
With
when
a
I-
California king.
Yeah.
I'm a single man.
You're sleeping on a palace, bro.
I sleep in what I call the failed parachute position.
Okay, describe that one for
I
me.
know this.
That's where your arms and legs are all spread out as much as you can spread them out. Your
Okay, I got you.
Oh, I like to be
Do you,
tight.
do you sleep face down? Face down?
face down right in the middle of the bed with my cat sitting on my head or my back sometimes.
This is what I do, man. I have one leg straight, but I
Damn,
have,
Dave's up.
I have
Oh,
one
yeah.
leg kicked out.
Yep. And
Yeah.
then
And
the
like
arm up.
that's how most people sleep. I found that out from my
Comfy.
doctor one day. Yeah.
I got to sleep on my side, man. I'm a left side
Oh, I
sleeper.
changed.
Now
and
here's a funny
I flip and flop all night long, though.
here's a funny
Heard that.
thing about sleep paralysis. It tends to happen to people who are sleeping on their back.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what? That makes sense because now that I think of a couple of times when I was on my side, but I know it's happened a lot when I was on my back. I do remember being on my back.
Yeah,
happened.
when it happened to me, I was on my back.
You know,
Yeah.
that's funny you say that because every single time I would be on my back looking straight ahead.
Yeah.
Like it's so common to me that I don't really remember it that much anymore because now I know just go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Like I know what it is. And
I'm
it don't
kind of the
freak me.
same with you. Now when it happens, I know I can control it.
I think Mrs. Car Wash wanted to say something a minute ago, and we kind of steamrolled through the.
Mrs. Car Wash is rolling her eyes.
The pot is up, so she can pot on every time she wants.
I don't recall what that was.
She's
All
pleading the
right.
fifth.
It's all good.
She
Pleading
knows
the
I
fifth.
flip and flop all night long, though.
Yeah.
Flipping and flopping.
Flipping and flopping all night long.
The other common thing with sleep paralysis, Dustin, tell me if you've had this happen, is a lot of people feel like the pressure on their chest, or they feel like something is sitting on their chest, which actually didn't happen with me.
No, I've never.
But
had
most people have that feeling. There's like paintings of that depict sleep paralysis where there will be like
the old woman,
like little fucking like demon looking
like a
things
little
sitting
demon
on
on
a
top of
guy's
your
chest.
chest.
Don't
Yeah.
they call that old
Also
hag
known as a
syndrome?
cat.
The old hag is like an old woman that has
No.
black long hair. Kind of
Old
looks like a
hag
That's
witch.
different. What you're thinking of?
Oh, I just
Yeah.
The
don't
old
like
hag
cats.
is like a very
That's why.
common character that people see with
People
sleep
see.
paralysis. Then the other common one is the dude that they call the Hat Man that wears the fedora.
Well, you're dreaming too, man. Like you're.
But are you?
Have you ever seen the This Man thing? Have you ever dreamed? Did you dream of this man?
No, what's that?
What's that?
Google, have you ever dreamt of this man?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Just bring up Google images, and that's
So they
all.
did this like survey where everybody was like, pick the guy you've
Well, here's
seen.
the thing.
And a bunch of people picked this one dude.
There was a woman. The way the story goes, there was a woman, and I'm gonna show you this though, and we're gonna get through
That
this.
guy looks freaky as fuck.
There was a woman that was in a.
It looks like a police sketch.
So the way I heard it was this was the Hat Man, Dave.
Well, she was in a therapist's office, and she'd been having recurring dreams about this man, and they brought in somebody to kind of sketch him and see what he looks like. Well, the therapist went on to her next session, left the sketch kind of sitting on the table because it didn't have any confidential shit on it, and just rolled, around. And then a few sessions later, a patient came in and was like, I know this man.
This one right here.
I dreamed about this man.
Go
and
almost
then
all the way over.
This one here?
Nope, down one.
And
that
then,
guy.
The one
that
that
fucks me up, bro.
Oh,
and then hundreds of people were dreaming of this guy right here.
Nope, not that one.
And it started
right
a whole
next to it on
thing
the
of how you dreamt of this man.
That one.
This one, Dave.
Yeah,
That one.
that one's pretty
That's
fucking
fucked
freaky.
up, bro.
But the drawing is the thing. Have you ever dreamt about this man? Because like all these now, then they put it on the internet, and all these people are saying they have dreamt of him. I have never dreamt of this man before I saw this meme.
But then you
But
have
you
now.
now have.
But I have now.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck, dude.
And
So you think it's just like power of suggestion type deal?
this is why I think that. Let me
So
finish.
do you remember your dream?
I just remember he was in it. That's all I remember.
Okay.
So what do you think's happening?
And I recognized who he was from this meme.
Yeah,
In
okay.
the dream.
Sure.
Boy.
Now here's the thing. Now people are actually reporting it and saying it's a thing. But when this all started, it was a guerrilla promotion for an independent movie that was being made that it got started, and then they didn't finish the movie.
Okay.
The movie got canceled after they'd started promoting it. And the Have You Dreamt of This Man meme that was going around, and the story about the therapist that I told you and all that shit was bullshit. It was just part of the movie promotion. And the movie was going to be about this man that travels through people's dreams.
Cool. That's a great way to promote a fucking film, dude.
But since they did that, while they were doing that, people were coming forward and saying, I had a dream about this guy and shit like that while they were doing the movie. And I had a dream about the motherfucker after I saw the meme.
After you've seen it, it's in your subconscious.
So what do
now.
you think about like Betty and Barney Hill because they had the experience and it was not in popular culture at that
If
time.
there was anybody I'm going to believe, it's going to be them.
Yeah.
Those are the only two I think them and that Travis dude.
Travis
Walton.
I believe all three of those.
Something happened, and it could have been like if we were there and we could see it, and it was the middle of the night. It could be like a fighter jet, like on '80s Top Gun, that was just still in development or something, and then it had to land. They had to get it the fuck out of there real quick before, and they saw the guy wearing the goggles and shit like that. But it was all bright and night, and this is the '50s, and they don't know what the fuck they're looking at, and then he's like, "Oh shit, there's civilians. We got to get them, bail the fuck out, bail out." And then he gets back in and flies off to get gas somewhere the fuck else or whatever he had to emergency land for in the first place. And if that scenario went down exactly like that, you know what would have happened? Nothing in history about what happened to them would have changed.
Have you ever heard the audio of the regressive hypnosis that they did on Barney Hill?
I don't know about regressive hypnosis. I don't believe in hypnosis at all because of college and psychology. But your brain don't work like that. I don't believe in hypnosis.
Well, it depends on what type of. It depends on what type of because I don't think
that's not what hypnosis is. Hypnosis, what we think of hypnosis is like you're gonna cluck like a chicken. That's bullshit, and that shit.
It depends on what type of hypnosis you're talking about.
Hypnosis is real, but that's not hypnosis. Hypnosis is like you can suggest that, like you close your eyes, all right, and it gets real good and quiet, and it gets good and dim. You don't have a lot of distractions, and you visualize there's like an orange in your hand, and then if you think about it and you concentrate, and the conditions are just right, you can start to feel it a little bit. And it can get so deep that if you imagine yourself cutting that orange and you get and you get enough into it, you can imagine yourself cutting it. Well, then you can start to feel the liquid and smell the orange and stuff like that. Then that's what hypnosis is.
Yeah, but you're like...
But you're well conscious of what you're doing.
Feel it.
Like if you think
I felt
about
something.
You know what I'm saying?
I felt something.
Try it for yourself. Look it up and try it. But look, well, you can't look it up on the internet because there's so much hysterical shit about it. But
oh, absolutely.
But just try it like that.
Well, then
and if you can at least just get to where you can feel it in your hands, that's what I'm talking about.
But then there are people like Travis Walton, who Scott just brought up, who had all of his memories of this event are conscious, and his friends saw it. And they literally thought that his friends had killed him. His friends reported him missing, and he was missing for like 3 or 4 days.
It was a long time.
And then he showed up, I think, at a phone booth, right? He showed up at a phone booth. And
what are those? It's a phone booth.
It's an ancient thing that used to happen.
Because Biscuit's a child.
Yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is a guy that, you know, regressive hypnosis is not a factor.
Even Travis said his story, like, he came to in that phone booth. Like, he had been there for days, probably. He didn't know. But he just, like, boom, and there he was in a phone booth.
Yeah.
He'd probably been there for a while.
He was on Rogan's podcast, like a 3-hour interview with the dude.
So that dude, I think, the only reason I think this is because that guy's been saying the same fucking thing for 40 years.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he has not deviated from his story.
Nor have his friends.
Nor have his friends.
Right.
That he literally has missing time. Like, he's got scars on his body that he can't explain. Like, all of that. It just, it matches up too well for him to not be telling the truth.
Listen, man, I lied and said that my girlfriend was my buddy Reese's girlfriend. We lied and said my buddy Reese fucked my girlfriend to get us on Jerry Springer once. Can you imagine what the fuck I would have said to get on Rogan? I mean,
but at the same time,
this was like 40 years ago.
This is 40 years before Rogan even happened.
Yeah.
He came out and said this.
Yeah.
This guy came out at a time when you say UFO, you're automatically branded as a fucking nut job. I mean, look at the fact we call them UAPs now.
There was a market for it in the 90s because of the X-Files.
He came out before then, though. He came out in the 70s and said this. This dude was bitching and barking that he had been abducted, and nobody paid attention until
That's even worse because Star Wars was hot.
Yeah. even the last Starfighter, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. He was going to save the whole race.
But you get what I'm saying, though. Like, I mean, I have what I feel is a reasonable doubt.
And I agree with that.
And if something can be shown to me that'll shatter that reasonable doubt.
Oh, it's happening, bro.
But for me,
it's happening.
For me at least, with him.
But I'm going to tell you, I will say I don't know, and if you get me to and I don't know, that's not a win. I'm just saying.
No,
I'm not going to lie and say I know some shit I don't know.
I'm not trying to win.
I don't know either.
Don't try to win, by all means.
For this dude,
I would love to believe in this shit.
For this dude, though, he came out at a time when he was, even the thought of coming out was automatically branding him a fucking nut job.
Because I do love aliens now. I love space. I love aliens. I love the thought.
There's something going on right now, too.
I love to think about what other worlds that could contain life is like, and what that life would need, like how we need oxygen and water, what they would need, and
it's fascinating.
Things like that. I love to think of shit like that. It's just there gets to be some parts of it that I'm like,
no, that's good, dude. It's good to be a skeptic. We need skeptics in the world.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, did you just saw where the new telescope found a planet big enough in the Goldilocks zone that was supposed to be a giant, like, if I remember, it was Jupiter size, and it was full of water.
Yeah, I saw something like that. I've seen a few of those. They've found a few Earths.
Right, they found a couple Earths.
But why does it need to be in that? Why does it need to be in that zone to sustain life? Like life could just evolve differently.
I feel like that's the most habitable for us.
Well,
type
that
life.
just has to do with the temperature of water. You know, when it turns.
Because like Pluto could probably potentially have life now that we have like tardigrades.
That's
and
us
things
assuming
like
that all life comes. Is in the same shape that you get it on Earth.
All life looks like this.
Well, not necessarily that all looks
that's
like
assuming
this.
all life looks like this.
But that all life has to have water.
How do we know though that intelligent life that's out there isn't microscopic? Like we always rule out.
We don't.
We always think it's humanoid and all this other shit.
Yeah.
And it could just be.
You're right.
Like a fucking deer that's just out there in peace with nature and shit. It's just intelligent and understand. Because to be intelligent life, all you really got to do is comprehend your own existence. And
pretty much. But how do you display that to another intelligence?
Different ways. I mean, the cats can communicate with each other. Dogs can communicate with each other.
How would a microscopic, like, intelligent.
I didn't say I
life.
knew. I didn't say I knew. But
how would they react with us though? I
like
mean, that's on a whole other level.
We would never fucking know about it. They would get here.
Right.
They'd spray around. They'd be like, "Oh, this planet looks great. Let's go ahead and just tap down here," and we wouldn't know until, I don't know, something happened. Maybe somebody got infected or something, or how would we even know that our fucking planet would sustain them? I mean,
how do we know it's not already happened? I mean,
but,
they've said octopuses.
We just discovered tardigrades. What the fuck took so long on that?
Right.
Like, I mean,
right.
What did we discover?
The tardigrades.
Tardigrades. So the little they're what do they call them? Some kind of pandas
Bears,
or whatever. Look them up, Dave.
Look up tardigrades.
Yeah, these are like microscopic bears.
Yeah.
Like TARGRAD?
Yeah, have you ever seen Ant-Man? He fights one in Ant-Man.
Yeah.
I've seen it. But
So there's an upcoming show on Amazon Prime. It's going to be called what is it? I read the comic book. It's the Paper Girls, and it's a series where a bunch of girls they accidentally stumble across a time machine, and it takes them to the future, and they have to fight these giant like bear things, and it's these things we're talking about.
Yep. Yeah, man. They look like fucking, I don't know,
Yeah, there we go.
fucking
Yeah, there we
mites
go.
or some shit.
Yeah. So these things are actually alive out in space.
Real?
How do we know they're not intelligent?
We found these in space.
We don't.
How do we know that this isn't it? That this isn't the intelligent? It's not going. How we know it's going to be our size? It's going to be 5 foot. It's going to be 3 foot. Why can't it be microscopic? And
You're right.
It already.
But
fucking be
chances are, even if there is the microscopic type intelligence, there's probably is also intelligences that look somewhat like us.
What if it's a virus? What if it's an intelligent virus?
I'm not saying that can't happen either.
I mean, like,
that would be
all of these things are possible.
Like, you can't rule anything out.
No, you're right.
But and so the little gray man is a 1 in a Google fucking plex of a % of a chance.
So are we, though. We're 1 in a Googleplex chance that we would ever exist.
That's true.
So what are the odds that would be duplicated? It wouldn't be something completely the fuck different like this. Why are we ruling out microscopic? Because like,
who said we're ruling out microscopic? I'm not ruling it out.
Well, I mean, it's not as fantastic.
Dude, I'm not ruling it out.
It's not as fantastic as
a little gray man.
As a little gray man
Right.
coming in a big
But until I see
spaceship.
one of those at a microscope going, hey, I'm fucking alive.
Hey, I'm smart,
You wouldn't
asshole.
know. You wouldn't know.
You wouldn't know.
You're right.
If they were intelligent, right the fuck now.
Yeah.
They were just as intelligent as us and had the technology we
Oh,
had.
dude, if they're just as intelligent as us
And
when
then
we're looking at them, they're fucking other tardigrades.
they don't even know
Check
at
me
their
out.
size. They don't even know we're
Plowing,
here.
bro.
They don't even realize they've landed on a planet with intelligent life.
No.
Like they're not able to interact with. This is the closest thing to being in another dimension, like we talked about a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, yeah.
Like this is the closest thing to an interdimensional being that we can really comprehend right now.
One of my favorite things to think about is the idea, because your body is made up of cells, and each of those individual cells is a life unto itself. So what if we are just cells in a much, much larger body, and we are too fucking small to even comprehend it?
Maybe.
Could be, because the whole universe is just a fractal. If you zoom out far enough, it all looks the same, man.
I like to believe I'm in a simulation right now.
If you
That's a
were this
great theory.
tardigrade and you were floating around in this whiskey and I took a sip and I swallowed you, from your perception, ain't nothing changed. It got a little dark outside maybe.
Yeah.
For a few days, and then all of a sudden, it was light again. That's really all they're going to comprehend because
It started raining a bunch.
I was going to say, did you just shit it out?
Well, even the water,
and
even
then the bidet.
even the water. Even the water is
Right.
is they wouldn't be able to interact with it because of how microscopic they are. It's
Oh,
just
no.
another fucking molecule.
Well, it would
floating
be
around.
water on a... Yeah, exactly. It would be water on a microscopic level.
And it would be like these lights flashing in here right now to them. That would be all they would be able to see because they're part of that world. You know
I
what
feel
mean?
like that's the end credit on Men in Black when they like go to the locker and the locker has the universe in it. you know?
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Aren't these fun things to think about, though?
They really are.
I love
bro.
it. I love it. Even when I have differences of opinion with people, as I
Oh,
do with
absolutely.
Dude, I love these
I
conversations.
still love it.
That's why I
still love it.
love this show, because we can have so many different conversations, and everybody at the table's got a different opinion, and we walk away as friends.
Absolutely, man. Let's keep this weirdness going for after hours.
Let's
don't you
do
think?
it. So
Yeah.
we're gonna end this show. This is episode 120. Thanks, guys. It's
ends
been a
the
great
books.
one, by the way.
Yes, it has been. Love
In the
it,
books.
guys.
Hard to believe we got 120 already.
I know.
But we're gonna keep the party going with After Hours.
That's right.
And that's for our Patreon exclusive Clubhouse members. Dustin, tell them more.
Oh man, let me tell you what all you're gonna get when you go up on. Just throw me off the.
I just threw you under the bus, bro.
Let me tell you what all you're gonna get up here on this Patreon. You are gonna get early access to episodes, including video podcasts. Go ahead and ding on that.
There you go.
You're also gonna get access to the After Hours show exclusively on our Patreon.
There you go, right there.
Baby.
And there might
I love that bell.
It is great.
There might be even more perks coming on down the line.
You never know.
You never know. But if you want to find out and you want to help the cause, go subscribe to us on YouTube.
Yeah.
That is our latest big-ass campaign that we got going on.
Dustin is tearing it up over there.
Head over to YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, hit the subscribe button. Leave us a comment. Everything you do to interact with us on this platform really does help spread the word.
Absolutely.
So comment, like, subscribe, and thank you for doing so.
Do it.
Do it. Just do it.
I thought Dave was going to have something really profound to say.
Nope. Do it.
I pot up the sound effects, and all I hear is, do it.
Yeah, that's all I got, man. That's all I got. All right, fellas.
All right, man. We're going to keep the party rolling after hours on patreon.com/the old77podcast. For $5 a month, you too can become a member of the Clubhouse. Get exclusive Clubhouse perks like Dustin said, after hours and early access to episodes.
Yeah.
Gotta get that early access, son.
And more to come.
And more to
There's
come.
gonna be plenty. We've got some things in the works. I ain't trying to spoil it. They get mad.
Just stay tuned.
Dave's getting furious.
Just stay tuned.
Get up in that Patreon. Now's the time.
That's all we're saying, folks.
All right, guys. Let's say bye.
Goodbye,
for now.
everybody.
Deuce.
But we'll see you on After Hours.
Keep on rocking in the free world.
Peace.
Bitches.
For a transcript of the Old 77 podcast, write down everything the boys say.